is. You can say it's mean, it's bad, or all you want, but I mean, when you pick a fight with somebody and you get hit, that's part of the game. And
who started the fight? Who is doing? Who is a state doctrine to eliminate another country? Who's Hezbollah? Now that Iran wants to, give me a minute. Now that Iran is in the peace talks with the United States, they want to put Lebanon there. Why? Because they are the army, right? When they attacked on 8th of October, did we retaliate against Iran? Who fired first at us? It seems that the conclusion are based on like half the story. Literally like half the story.
Not based on half the story.
So the 10,000 of rockets that Iran...
right. Like,
no.
10,000 of rockets from Hezbollah.
We all know Hezbollah is basically Iran. I mean, they are basically told what to do, and they're funded and trained by Iran. Hamas, we know that they were getting a lot of support funding from Iran. And I do agree, especially when it comes to Israel. They are the number one threat to Israel. I don't think anybody here would deny that. However, when the U.S. and Israel end up going and attacking them in a fashion which when's the last time this happened to Iran? Scenario. Well, okay, now they really stepped up the attacks, and why would we be surprised when they really ramp up their attacks back against the region? It's a no-brainer to me. In fact, Trump was basically fucking told this is what is likely going to happen when you attack Iran. I mean, this is a tactical thing. It's not. There's no surprise to it.
Who said we were surprised? We're not. We are going to now respond in kind. Who do you think is going to win, Pepe? Honestly, I think you.
But this, I don't. This is why I was always against this war.
Yeah.
It's a huge country. Very hard to traverse, and if this was 2003 and we had the support for invading a country, I think we would do it. Do I think that we will do what is necessary to defeat Iran? No, because you won't have the public buy-in.
Wait, do you think we will bomb the living daylights out of the Islamic genocide corps?
I don't think I don't think you'll be able to get rid of the IRGC.
Never said that. I said bomb the living day.
Yeah, but when they remain in place,
We've already done it.
when they remain in place,
We're going to do a whole lot more. This is like the beginning. This is like phase one.
sure, but
I'm sorry, but
if they remain in place, it's still.
aspects.
Hold on, Sam. Hold on. Sam.
Started with the.
Oh my God. Sam, it actually didn't start with your It didn't start with your people, by the way. There's a lot more to that.
They didn't rise up on December 28th.
No, you don't think Pahlavi? You don't think that he?
It was a Pahlavi project. They were forced to go out. They were tricked to go out. So
Yes, he was. They weren't forced, no, but this was not, and this wasn't nearly as internal as it seems.
You don't think the people want these
They do, but we're talking about the catalyst that spurred it.
why were they chanting for 10 days? Nothing happened. By the minute that the
Because we didn't have our carrier groups there.
Yes, exactly. By the minute the Pahlavi said go out, everything started it. So it was a plan. It was a project. It's so clear.
The project is to get rid of the Islamic genocide regime, isn't it?
Oh,
Yeah, obviously.
that.
And I was only gone so far. All we did was replace them with his fucking kids. Now you can work this up.
They're founded literally.
No effect.
But this is the point I was trying to make, because I didn't get to finish.
Win wars.
Okay, all right, see, stop. So this is the point I was trying to make, is I do not see us bombing them out of existence. I mean, we could with nukes, but you can't do that. And why would we kill an innocent population?
Nobody wants to do that.
Yeah, I know. Nobody wants to do that, and that's like. Hold on. All right, Soren. My point is, without a very large ground
Real quick. Yeah, I guess it was technically Mr. Edwards. Edwards, I'm gonna pass it back to him. Go ahead, Mr. Edwards.
Yeah, exactly.
This is my last question. It's, I think we can have more high engagement. Can this situation be solved militarily, or require, a completely different approach, where there's going to be diplomacy or economics, all of the things, or is the ideology of the Iranians, is this regime difficult to change? This is the question, because I think that the people of Iran have to how they might be governed.
100%. This is like phase one. Say that war is diplomacy, other you are broke, the regime is broke, electricity, there's no interest, no water, the economy is in shambles. I mean, what do you want to do that will not result in civilian casualties? Obviously not one.
First and first, this is not a war. It does not have a conflict.
It's a war.
War has to be endorsed first.
No. And Soren, I hate to break the news to you, but since you didn't study how it works in the United States government, for the last time U.S. Congress had declared war was World War II, and we've had many wars then. So sorry to break that news to you.
You can't call it a war.
We can. So we'll call Vietnam a skirmish. We'll call it the Korean theater that was a skirmish too. It's a war.
Unless
Okay.
war.
WAR. Read the art of war. It might help you.
It's not even United States.
No, Soren, that's not how it works.
All right.
Right, let's move on.
Yeah, tomato. I mean, either way, whether that's a dumb argument.
Stopping it.
Let's talk about winning instead of what we want to call it, because we all know what it is.
I mean, before the depression, Iran straight up over.
And they won't know about this.
Thanks to your aggressions, now you gotta start, guess what? $2 billion vessel, the United States.
They're not.
No one's paying it. We're gonna be taking that money in the casino. We're taking it in the casino.
I question for, I think maybe you or Mike can answer this.
No, Edward he's the shit.
So Andrew.
He's the real Negro.
When people are talking, don't fucking disrespect and interrupt them. Mr. You got
So, have you guys heard of the Iranian waterways versus the Strait of Hormuz?
I know that the cities are bypassing the strait with some of their ships.
That's not his question.
So
That's
I'm
not
not
his.
sure what you're at.
It doesn't. No, it's not the ways of Iran. I noticed that Hormuz has been in conflict for ever and a day since.
Arabs call it the Gulf and the Persian Gulf.
Okay. So my question is the maps that have out shows where they put the bombs underneath the ship, the mines, but the ships are going through maps. The Iranian, yes, a different lane, which is closest to the Iranian border. And those ships are going, they can put the tolls, because there are no tolls on the Strait of Hormuz. So that's what I'm asking. Have we, any of us, seen this? Because the maps are clearly saying
Yes,
that.
and it has to be in the Chinese currency, by the way. I can give you more information.
And there's not any money for the,
It has to be
not
the Chinese
fantasize it.
It has to be
There's
Chinese
no money.
by the way.
The US.
Don't cut him off, please. Wait till he's done, and then go ahead, sir.
It has to be, I mean, that's another part of this aggression that it helps Iran to actually undermine the US dollar dominance, and by basically putting the tariffs to the vessels, not to the vessels, and it's not only the friendly vessels, meaning that the countries in the region, Spain is a country, one of the countries that Iran decided not to put the tools on it because of their rightful positions about these aggressions. They were not. They condemn it. They use their own land to be used by the U.S. Bombers. So that's why Iran decided not to put any tolls on the Spanish vessels. So this is a new leverage. This is a new reality that came out of this aggression. You might not see that, but Iran saw it as an opportunity as a country. They saw it, and from now on, they're going to put a new regimes in that particular waterway. For any vessels from that one, you can close it as the United States by putting and placing your own vessels in the Indian Oceans. But that's another topic that we can discuss. But the Strait of Hormuz is controlled solely by Iran and Oman. These two countries. And by the way, the new regime they're going to share the toll. By the way,
Oman said they're not going to do it.
well,
Oman wouldn't say no way.
no. They said they're going to come up with a new.
But they said under those circumstances, will they do it? And by the way, you farm Oman, by the way.
See, but this
We're gonna figure that.
Huh? You
We
farm
So it's okay that it's okay that it's in the
They
international
didn't
water.
bomb
That it's
Oman.
not Iranian water.
They didn't bomb Oman. They bombed American places in Oman. Yes.
Excuse me, that's incorrect. You're bombing civilian target. You have lousy target.
Where did you see this?
It's been published nonstop for the
Where?
40 days.
In the universities,
They don't even know what they're bombing at this point. They're going over. They bombed Turkey. They bombed.
Okay, Z, hold on a second. Z, okay, we've seen them hit all kinds of fucking targets. Residential buildings, hotels, all kinds of fucking shit. Okay, to tell me that they're only hitting American bases, you're insulting my fucking intelligence at this point.
holding American diplomat. Covering.
Exactly.
That's why they didn't
They
come
were-
out.
Okay, enough. Everybody mute up or I'm gonna mute you. So first off, in Oman, they used drones and they hit the industrial sectors of Oman. So to argue differently is bullshit, and they did hit civilian targets. Again, you did that. Own it and say, yeah, all right, we did do that. And you used fucking drones to do it. So don't act like it didn't happen. It was only U.S. assets on there, because it wasn't just U.S. It absolutely was not. We can see it. The government of Oman, fucking red fucking cross, Jesus Christ, all of them came out and said yes. There were civilian targets and civilian casualties and injuries.
Z, I want to tell you. Okay, shut up, Andrew. Andrew, shut up. Okay.
Just
And look. I'll just make an admission here. One of the biggest problems I have is when people are not upfront and they have fucking narratives. I don't know what it is. It is something about me that the level of manipulation, I'm not fucking standing. That's why I really thoroughly annoyed with the Israeli supporters at times. But you people know, if I have to say, at least they're in
each other.
It's okay. We don't need you to come and say us. Thank you so much. We can work our way out. Again, nobody's going for the neck of Iran from our country, because they are the reason why it's that's why. Understand? They're not gonna stand hand in hand with you on the ground of Iran to invade. That would never happen. And I'm here, and you are here for the next month, for the next year, for the next 10 years, and let's see if me can improve their point.
Iran did not take the responsibility for Oman. By the way, it was correct. Saudi was correct. Iran did not take the responsibility actually
Of
did that.
course.
It was not Iran, so he will take the responsibility. Oman and yes. Yes.
So again, I'm gonna stop you here because again, it's called bullshit because we see the debris. So, like, stop talking. So Iran bombed Oman. It fucking civilians. It
I
killed
put the
civilians.
link in the chat for you, Viking. Reuters.
Okay, so you're agreeing with me, like, period. That's the end of the discussion. So Z is just batshit crazy, fucking retarded, right?
No, Oman was different. Oman was a strike, but not like the Reuters.
Iran can never do anything.
I'll try to do one at a time. Try, guys. Okay?
Hold on, I'm talking with Soren here. So let me have this. So Soren, we're aware of the drones that were used. We're aware of the so like multiple nations can confirm the strikes. We can see them on satellite imagery. Oman. We can.
There's a link in the chat for you.
I don't want to have to. I've read enough on it already to kind of know exactly what happened.
That's fine.
Okay, so everybody's got their favorite journalists out there and going to pull their sources from whatever they want to believe in. But I've read enough. I've seen the satellite images. I look at this.
It did happen.
It wasn't done by Israel. It wasn't done by the fucking U.S. It wasn't done by Spain.
Iran did not take the responsibility for it.
Okay, great. They also didn't take responsibility when they shut down a Ukrainian airline either.
After.
Okay, but I mean, at first, did they?
No, they didn't.
Okay, so then we can assume because they don't want to target or get too pissed off or get too many people pissed off, they may be a little bit disingenuous.
Very good point.
Okay. I'll move on to the next part.
Not take the responsibility. You might have an argument that said I definitely want. It's exactly. That's exactly.
Gets paid.
Now, the excuses that we lied about.
It's exactly 2019. It's Saudi Arabia. When the half of the Saudi Arabian oil was grabbed, we knew who did it, but no one took the responsibility.
Remember when you pretended you
Normal Soren. Hey, dude, Soren, you've been pretty rambling on pretty good. Can you let El Normal jump in for at least a minute and a half, dude? You've taken up like 8 minutes of molesting my earlobe. So at least let El Normal molest the other ear and give him a minute and a half. Please.
So all of these years, this terror organization called Hezbollah, which is run by Iran, has been attacking United States military people for
Just
decades.
execute him
And Iran is, I don't know.
right there on the street.
Hezbollah did it.
Don't
And then
arrest.
suddenly, when Israel does
Just execute him right down the street. Don't arrest.
Iran goes, oh no, Israel has to stop hitting Hezbollah. Why? Because Hezbollah is now Iran's, the Islamic Revolutionary Genocide Corps' only hope. The Genocide Corps is running out of missiles. It's running out of capability. They're drafting 12-year-olds. They're surrounding their infrastructure with little kids and women because they got nothing left in their artillery.
I can't
They've
feel
got
it. How do you
nothing
feel about
left.
that?
This is the way
Catfish and
and then when we say, okay, the Islamic Genocide Corps attacked Oman. No, it didn't. Only the bases. Then we show them how they hit civilian targets and refineries. Well, no, the Zionists did it. Then we say, well, no, we have the Shaheed drones that you guys produced and said, well, we didn't take responsibility for it. Like, that's a defense. This is really pathetic. You see, these are the arguments and acts of losers, as is this weird act to try to hold the world hostage by controlling the Strait of Hormuz, which is established international waterway under the law of the sea. And let me tell you, if we let them do this, which we will not, then what about the Strait of Malacca over by Singapore? What about the Strait of Gibraltar between Spain and Morocco? What about this? What happened to do this? Under no circumstances will this dying regime exercise their desperate just gonna let them do it.
I love
Okay,
wishful
thank you.
thinking. I love you wishful thinking. It's to see how
No, I'm thinking, I'm just looking at the war.
very
I'm wishful thinking.
you show me.
Remember this war 9 months ago? They said Iran's nuclear program is obliterated. What was the need? 9 months after.
Did you say that word again? Did you say that word again?
Obliterate that again and
He
again.
can't say it. He doesn't really speak English.
Yeah, obliterated. No, I get it, and that is one of the. I thought a lot of us thought it was kind of ironic, and that was. I do think, and this is my personal opinion. I'm not saying it's the truth, but I do think that you have Trump, a great ally of Israel. When is the next time Israel will have a super pro Israel president like Trump that will maybe.
When Marco Rubio was elected in
Well, yeah, Marco Rubio.
2028. You just asked the question, I gave you the answer.
Sure,
And we Republicans are gonna work our asses off to make sure a Republican is elected in 2028. And I hope you are too, Pepe, and you're gonna make sure a Republican stays in the White House.
But hopefully,
I hope everyone in this room feels that
But I
way.
do think that Israel was working.
It's not about Israel, it's about a Republican in the White House. You just asked me a
Well,
question.
sure. No, I know, but I do think, but if I'm looking at Israel's calculation with this, it's like, well, here that you have Trump, he's in power. Are they going to try to do what they can do against their greatest threat, which, and Israel, that is their greatest threat, for like, sure. They absolutely were going to do, and I do think that, fortunately, that's not necessarily good for America, number one, because of the unpopularity of it. We're going to have our midterms coming up. I don't know how it's going to work out when it comes to the 2020 elections. And, and I'm not blaming Israel. Why the fuck would they care? They're worried about themselves. They're going to do whatever they can do in order to ensure security of the state of Israel.
Because
Except for Swallow.
as long
You
as
forgot Eric is gone now.
America's interest is to keep the garbage in the Middle East focused on Israel than to bring it to the West. Because as long as
With the foundation that
one second, fuck, your voice sounds like your puberty blockers. But fuck, what's it called? As long as you keep the fucking garbage in the Middle East focused on Israel, it's not bothering the West. So it's not affecting you guys. Because as soon as there's God forbid there was Israel,
DEI surgeon.
each other, you too. It's the only thing that's preventing. It's supposed that they're people with it. That meanwhile, Israel's country's not like the dominators. The here's your fucking there, so it doesn't happen in your fucking.
But here's where I'm gonna kind of disagree with you when it comes to your looking into Goldwater. This is going back decades. By the way, before the dissolution of the Soviet Union, you guys were the standouts that were on outside during the war, which at that time, the Soviet Union was absolutely our greatest threat.
I don't know how to break it to you, but Goldwater didn't win. Sorry.
No.
Just joking.
Anyway, but that's a great point to bring up this idea that Israel is trying to contain the expansion of the virus of the Middle East. And all that, because that's exactly what happened. Hold on. That's exactly what happened during the Vietnam War. I'm sorry.
Right. Okay, so our partnership, though, inevitably, I get paid to have to hear otherwise. You guys know your neighbor hated you. Absolutely fucking hated you. Alliance with you, it's them hate us. is absolutely.
Our neighbors hate you and hate us because you haven't.
You don't even talk. You don't have anybody.
Okay, no,
I've been sharing a report that details the radicalism and attacks. That the only which happened when we invaded. And I invaded, they were evacuated.
Ask a different question. Six. So what are they doing right now? The African region. How are they slaughtering the Christians? If
a lot of your allies in the Middle East now shut the fuck up, Rich. A lot of your Arab allies in the Middle East are literally funding and supporting the terrorists, Africans. Gives a shout.
Yeah, that's me too. Another thing on that board, and I post a link. One of the things to highlight is, it's more politics than it is about religion, because you don't see Sudan, you don't see Pakistan. I forgot the other countries heavily more populated Muslim. You just don't see terrorism coming from. It's only from the country.
730,000 people in the last year. What are you talking about? Rich, let's put the goalposts. Let's put the goalpost back in its place. Again, talking about being a threat to America. So you say so let me take about Pakistan. So Pakistan was not a fully 100% Muslim country, but like 27. So there's been a genocide that's happening since then. The U.S. turned some bandwagon to it, and that's their politics. What I wanted to say also is, Bin Laden was founding Pakistan. They are terrorists. So how can you say they're not, part of the whole terrorist network? The heck?
Okay, and it's the same. We have shit right there. Just like Saddam Hussein, and then we fucking enemies, stab them in the back, and fucking made them into enemies.
Listen, Pakistan is hardware terrorists.
Was it worth it?
What I'm saying is that you don't see aggression towards America unless we're actively fucking with it.
But when it comes to Pakistan and India, that was more internal. And then we can look at like Pakistan and Bangladesh and the whole bullshit there. But like even like when my dad was, or not my dad, my grandfather was there before it was Pakistan in World War II. But like all of this shit, like I don't see imperialism or the West having anything whatsoever to do with the splits that you were seeing amongst the Muslim and religions in India.
Yeah, it was majority Hindus. It wasn't their idea to have Pakistan split. That was the Muslims' idea. And not only that, they named their capital Islamabad, and then not only that, they used the D-Day that was used in World War II to kill all the Hindu religious minorities within Pakistan. So if that's not done, then I don't know. I mean, and not only that, and not only that, that one, and then 28
attack too. What was that? 114 people killed. Something crazy.
What, in the 90s?
No, recently, Moscow suffered a terror attack.
That was
But with Russia, it becomes kind of different because that a lot more. There's an internal balance even among their own symbolism.
There's Israel and India, and here's India might be like allies with like morally, but we stuff like that. So like there's a good thing. Plus Israel.
From car.com. Islamic, which all these radicals right now are over the and we're seeing religion indoctrinating the next generation, and they looked out on it.
Yeah, and you know what's funny is that 1400 years in Congress, your mouth, okay, just gonna send you, it's like a good. So, no, they're.
As if you're a Christian.
Yeah, but the funny deal is that the three ties, the Jews, and then two proselytize. And you this fucking Lord. And he raped yes, he's a hard person. Him, but then
And they all pray. That's the villager.
Yes, you don't have to convince me. You don't have to convince me. But
I don't know how that's awfully.
that is basically the fundamental difference between Christians. Muslims have God. Once Islamers everywhere. It's they obviously they not fucking. This is the reading. I see some a little bit. It's like if you're a Jew, they get really a Jew. Excuse me. They get a Jew. Not believe, and they're like, God, you guys are so fucking sick. They just kind of rage a little bit, Jews. But then with like, it's like if there's, it's far coming, and then. Just
Officers notified of Christmas. I'm very good at
That says they whether slightly to 15-20%. Now they have special only for a lot of other religions. Someone's got a mission, like halal or whatever it is. And then only later time, certain percent.
They're been doing this in Japan. See the article called Japan?
They start, and this is the one that thoroughly annoyed me, is when they do these rug takeovers, okay, like you see diaper heads, roll the fucking walks, and they start their dominance. Hey, motherfuckers, watch this. I'm gonna pray, stop you from doing what you're doing, and you're not gonna do a goddamn thing about it, because we're gonna call you Islamophobic, and that's that. And they do it. Watching Japan just fucking around these shitheads up and deport them, I think that's what they said. There should be zero tolerance.
They did steal a lot of it when the Jews will leave them. I see stuff like that to them.
That's just how these people operate. They do not.
Yeah, they're low IQ, battle-wind idiots.
I mean, regardless of how you portray them, the most growing religion in the world as we speak is Islam.
I know, I know. You guys are. Imagine. Okay, shut up, Rich. Can you imagine all of these scared? Imagine all of these scared third world people. And I'm not saying this as a pejorative when I say third world. When I talk about like Africa in particular, everybody associates with Africa with death, famine.
Just say shithole countries.
Shut the fuck up, Rich. And and so when we see a bunch of black people killing each other, it tends not to be that relatable in Asia and basically in the rest of the fucking world. Because we kind of think of them all as being savages. Their mind goes. Whether you're liberal or not, that's where our mind goes. But the reality is that you see these people, and I've seen a fucking video for the last couple of months. You see these largely sub-Saharan African jihadists. You have these working men. They're at a construction site or something like that. And they just come up and gun, fucking kill them. And it's just like these guys aren't warriors.
Each other like they get paid to do it. They kill each other more than anybody else does. It comes in and that was 20,000 Arabs. You may be quick moving, but killing each other faster than you're going. 300,000 black Arabs in Yemen. They can't stop slaughtering each other. They attack neutral nations. They kill each other. I don't know what it is. They just love killing. Pointed out, okay, if kill each other. I don't like it if you then like cry. I mean, yeah.
Jack, but hold on. Here's the funny thing. This was back in very early 19.
They kill you.
Well, hold on. Okay. All right. Shut up. So, even General Jack Pershing, you can look up. General Jack Pershing was chief things in World War, which were rather revealing. And they have a lot to do with the future. Now, those of you that do not like the journey, he said that his biggest regrets, after World War I, was that not which happened. But he did make one quote. This is a very long version. I'm so sorry. This is what he said. He said that the man says to it, no. And he literally had to. We had a.
Strawberry smoothie.
The U.S. soldiers had to face human rape charges where they would wrap themselves in two charges with machetes. And it was like U.S. service members.
To try all.
It did very well documented. I'll just say, you can look at. Wait a minute, and for those of you that are like not Jewish or not, you're not
Christian, right? So wait, what are you, Pepe?
Shut up. Those of us that just like, let's say European ancestry, not Jewish. What had a history of in with Europe? It's been one of them conquering and us expelling them. That's literally the relationship with Christians. We've never gotten along. We're natural enemies. Bullshit. Because we want to It's hard. To be less threatening than they are. Like Jews say or can be, and they're sorry. Like, yeah. But the Muslims are just in existence. Like,
Wait, are you Pepe?
no.
So what God do you been since you don't believe in Jesus and the Father, obviously?
I don't so more so.
They just don't usually. I'm confused about something. Someone said Indonesia has no problems going on, so someone would have to explain the concept of the Indians or what they're calling them. What's the sixth?
It's like they're Native Americans versus the Islamic Indonesians. The Papua New Guinea, they're just these are people who even up until like a couple, but a few decades contact world.
As we speak, I'll be there actually. It's kind of loud here. So, there's a territorial dispute between these two countries. It's got nothing to do with Islam.
Oh, that is bullshit.
Very violent, but it has nothing to do with it.
No. For any of you, no, sorry.
Timor.
Yeah, Timor, which is really funny. They're the country that became the most Christian per capita. Almost disagree to whatever. They're basically out for from the Muslims, but I won't go there. But when it comes
to the China,
act like have never been anything but malevolent, disgusting, fucking double-crossing dictators. Wherever they have come into, that is. No, shut your fucking mouth. Religion is disgusting. Hold on. Your religion is one of two. And people. The reality is that your religion, it literally supports fucking terror. And we're supposed to be told that it's Islamophobic to fucking say this. That is your fucking religion. Your religion is absolutely fucking disgusting. Everything about it, you're disgusting. There's nothing redeemable to your fucking religion. We're supposed to pretend like all religions are the fucking same. They're not. Okay, Jesus raped fucking 9-year-old and people slit their throats, take concubines as fucking war trophies. They didn't do any of that. Okay, but your religion, that is exactly what you do. And we see the people that are the strictest adherents to your religion. They do that backwards bullshit.
Seriously, we had a clash of civilization between the West and the Muslims. And it is a menacing ideology and is propagating permeating society, which are the second representing the democracy, and culturally, we're absolutely on the opposite side of the kind of the spectrum. So this menacing ideology, what I call Islamic ideology, ought to be stopped, pushed back, perhaps eliminated, which I know is impossible to do. But this is a serious business. I mean, the intrusion of these people and their ideas in Europe, particularly in Germany, I don't know if you've been to Berlin.
Have you heard of what happened? The once England doesn't even exist anymore.
Okay, let me land with this very quickly. Where was I going to do with this? So anyway, it is a clash of civilization. We must say no to it. And for the reason that you all know. So it's a serious business in terms of these two cultures. They're just not compatible. It just does not work. It has never worked.
I agree 100%. And this is where I've had the same sentiment for the last several years. When it comes to Europe, I believe that almost all of the Muslims are going to probably have to leave. When it comes to the United States, we have maybe just over 1% of our population is Muslim. I would cap it at basic that. And any ideologue or extremist that exists amongst them, we kick them the fuck out expediently. Like we don't put them.
Okay, look. You talk about Indonesia. He said that 15 years ago, when you were walking.
Oh Jesus Christ! Fuck it. We're talking about Europe. First of all, I don't care about those fucking. I care about Europe. Okay, look at where all of Western civilization comes from. Okay, all of the advancements that have literally over the last 500 years that have allowed everybody throughout the fucking world to flourish came out of the fucking West. I mean, we have you fucking third world mud-warping fucking Muhammad. I'll just stop myself. Fucking people. That is bullshit. That is absolute fucking bullshit. In fact, if there's anything, and quite frankly, for the last 20 years, at least the Saudis have been very transparent about this. When it comes to Muslim countries, and particularly their own, when it comes to the lack of ingenuity and they produce nothing. They have to have foreigners fucking do everything for them. They're fucking worthless. Okay. What is your religion? What great advancements have you seen over the last 500 years? And I said 500 fucking years. Okay, not 2000. Well, it couldn't be 2000, but 1400. But the last 500. Okay. What did you guys give me the civilization besides fucking war?
Watching short videos, he turned himself into a 10,000-pound fat man.
No, you dumb motherfuckers did not invent anything when it comes to the phone. Shut
And
the
because
fuck
of his
up.
size, he lost the ability to speak, so he could only use his eyes to control a machine to type. The goal of the boys'
First
team
of all,
was
you're
simple.
talking
They
about
found
the
a virus
goddamn
that targeted
Indonesians.
youth and
No,
planned to
I'm
use it
talking.
on
No,
homelanders to
shut
test the
your
effect of
fucking
the
mouth.
virus.
I'm
He
talking
was
about
the
you
test subject
fucking
first,
apes
even
in
though
the
his
Middle
so-called
East.
blood looks useless
Okay, I'm
now.
talking about
In
you
terms of physique
people
alone,
that
he is no
are
weaker than
Muslims.
homelanders' steel
Okay,
body.
where
Originally, they
Islam
wanted to
stems
knock Rock
from.
out and carry him
What
back to the lab
happened
for
to your
testing.
fucking
They did
culture?
not expect him to
Islam.
respond.
You know what's really funny? You know what's really
Butcher
funny?
made a decision on the
Is
spot.
that
Go
when
back
it
and
comes
bring
to
the virus
discovering
and
relics
test it right
throughout
there.
the world,
The
you
rest
can
stayed
discover
behind,
like
trying to
ancient
figure out a way to override.
coins,
Since the
whether
virus
they're
spreads
gold
through the
or
air
whatever,
and Rock's lung
silver.
capacity is extremely strong.
And
If
they
he holds his
hold
breath,
on.
he could probably go for hours without breathing. So they split into two
You
groups.
all of a sudden,
Frenchie and the
once you
others
see North
staged to
Africa,
slim Rock down. Hughie and Butcher went back
gets
to the base to
invaded
get the
by
virus.
these
They were not
Muslim
sure if it would harm
hordes.
normal humans. So Hughie handled it
You
very
see all of a
carefully
sudden
to
trade
avoid a
stops.
biohazard
You no
disaster.
longer find each other's, coins being used in each other's countries.
Luckily, Hughie reacted fast, and the virus was not released. But when they saw the shield on the car window, they suddenly realized it was Soldier Boy, Homelander's father, who had arrived. Knowing they were no match for him, they quickly ran toward the base. But just as they reached the entrance, Butcher came up with a plan. Since the virus was made for Homelander, no one was more suitable as a test subject than Soldier Boy. Hughie once again acted as bait. He
When it comes to
pretended to
even
lose
human
and
rights,
deliberately
like,
let Soldier Boy
frankly,
take the
religion
virus,
is
just as he was
incompatible
feeling proud.
with
One of
human
Soulboy's
rights.
men
No, I
suddenly
get it.
coughed
You
up
guys
black
want to
blood
stone
and
a woman
collapsed to
to
the ground
death,
in pain. It turned out The real
cheating
virus had
on her
already been
husband,
given to
which, you know,
Frenchie.
maybe
The bottle was
if
actually
that was
empty.
my wife, maybe I
Meanwhile,
would even be
Ron
down
was
for
busy
it. I
watching
don't
the
know.
show and forgot to hold his breath, so he was instantly infected as well.
End of the day,
Gigi
there's
and
this
the others
like
put on
very
gas masks
primitive,
and quickly retreated outside the room. Soldier Boy finally realized he
you know,
had
like
been
an
tricked, but it was
impulse
already
that
too
you
late.
that your
Not long
religion
after,
gives into.
countless sores appeared on his
I
face.
will just say,
He
I was
felt weak
raised
all over
Catholic. I'm
and
not
could
very
only glare
Christian.
angrily at Gigi outside the window. Seeing that the soups inside had lost all signs of life, they sealed the doors and windows.
You know, a
Now
lot of
they could
people
confirm the virus
today,
only
even on the
affects
right, the
soups
Christian
and
right,
poses
they'll
no
say,
threat
like,
to normal humans. Soon after,
the Pope sucks,
Homelander
he's
arrived at
against
the base.
He's
After hearing about Soldier Boy's
you
death,
kind of forget,
even though
like,
it was his own father, he showed
the
little
church is
sadness.
against
When the
human
Deep tried to
suffering
flatter him,
and wars
Homelander
and
shot him a glare
In other
and
words,
scared him
we're
so
not
badly
really-
he almost pissed himself. But just after they left, Soldier Boy's corpse suddenly sat up in a strange way. He was clearly a
they're
superhero.
not, they don't want to do this kind of shit. I, on the other hand, I'm a little bit different, but you know, I don't know. Like your religion is fucking disgusting. Everything about your religion is disgusting. And you know, quite frankly, even if we look at like the secular world,
Like the crime problem in America?
rather secular? No, we can look at East Asia. We can look at fuck yeah.
Let's just look at the crime problem in America. It's rampant, and we don't even execute our prisoners, and they're murderers.
But this hatred that you have of it, is it only true for Islam or is it true for Muslims too?
It's towards the people that believe what they believe. I was blessed in my personal life that the Muslims I've known have been really nice people, very honest people. But
Because if you haven't, you were
no, shut the fuck up. But here's what's also very annoying is that we are told.
The trickery there. Yeah. So that's the trickery that they're trying to pull on you, and you could just be like, what's the argument? Why do I need to answer your questions? Yeah, I mean,
Take like Poly Market. I can, you know, I've done a lot of different stuff. So,
Right, but you've always felt like you haven't been able to hit your stride. Like, if you were at Princeton or an innovative place where you could have like made some like crazy theories, do you think you would have thrived in that environment?
I mean, I would have been
Are
interested.
you an imaginative person? Is that?
Oh yeah,
Imagination.
definitely. Yeah. Well, yeah.
Keep going.
Yeah. I mean, imagine.
Claim gives basically no evidence and no.
Those Republican Catholics remain silent, as Donald Trump has become the first president in history to repeatedly attack the Pope. Donald Trump's attacks on the Pope today included the nonsensical statement, quote, "I think he's very weak on crime."
Huge. I mean, we're talking multi-trillion dollars worth of oil and gas. So if they could secure its control, who cares about coming and extracting them, right? Those are like, so Canadians could come in, the Russians could come, anybody can come in and do business as long as it makes money. So long as that trade is controlled by the U.S., the return on investment may be worth it. If they lose, like for example, like people claim that we lost Iraq, the war in Iraq, no, bro. Till today, every oil that's produced in Iraq is sold in.
conversation with somebody, that it wouldn't be beneficial. That was the first conversation I walked into that just like made me more autistic than I already was. Like I legitimately became more retarded, which I didn't know was possible, Regal. Because I mean, it's I went like lower. No, I get it, dude. I mean, yeah, I get it. I mean, you're not gonna find a damn about informal fallacies that violate laws of logic. They just blurt them out and shit. It's like, a debate or discussion, like do you just want to like this is what I mean. Like that's kind of the dynamic on real debate on that. A panel full of people having a discussion. Like on occasion, there are some people that do have full debates and time to do whatever. Maybe you can get that time on a one-on-one mid-conversation, mid-discussion, but realistically, I don't think that is really like there is somewhat of a debate culture on here, but they're not really having 50 people on the panel and then everybody helps each other out. Then you gotta know. Here's the hard thing to manage everybody. People get mad when they want to just say one fucking point, right? It's not into the conversation. You have to fucking drop them into the listener section. They get mad about it. Some of these your friends hang out with you. They want you to for them. It really is. It is, and that's the unfortunate part, and that's why every once in a blue moon, every once that the sky lights up red, there's someone like a Regal or there's someone like a Christian Hill that can just bless the app with like logical, like reasonable points that commit like the least amount of fallacies, because I feel like every statement does somehow have some sort of fallacious relevance to it, but I mean, at least to some degree, because I've heard like ridiculous like statements. The other day, Regal, we were in a room together. Actually, I don't remember what room it was. Someone was like, "Oh, well, because of this, God exists." I don't recall what it was. You'd have to remind me. So it's someone like it was like the most absurd claim ever, and me and you and everybody else on the panel was just like so confused. It was so fun. Yeah, Calvinism is a little bit of a tough cookie to crack because they don't commit to their views. Like, I'm sorry to tell you this, man, but like, when I'm looking up unity, there might be a different branch of Unitarianism. I'm not trying to say that you're lying, but most of these dudes, right, like you say, okay, Calvinism, what is it? There's no place you can just turn to and say, okay, that's what it, because they all say it's different. So they have this like this they want to smuggle in free will into their worldview that they don't have, that their doctrine, the metaphysic, how they think God operates. You can't have free will if God determines everything, even the thing He compels you to do everything. You can't resist God when He calls you. It's irresistible. No free will. I mean, they smuggle it in there though. Is the point of like this is the point of not remaining committed to the view. I don't have that problem. Oh yeah, I don't have that problem because you go to the catechisms of the Catholic Church and you can look at it right there, and you can go look it up right there. And if I'm unaware of it, even and it's like, oh hey, boom, there you go. Oh, I was aware of that. All fucking knowing, dude. I can like, do you know how vast fucking library is at the Vatican? Philosophers that were also there's a whole branch that's called Thomism, right? Like Thomas Aquinas. A whole fucking bunch of this shit that was with like Christian, like, and that's just not that guy. There's 2,000. That you like, that you get certain people to keep life, like I the basics of Trinity, the modal logic on the basis of the Holy Trinity. Think about what that means for a minute and go on
the fuck is it, ChatGPT? It'll I'm telling you, dude, look up, like plug in the Holy Trinity, tell ChatGPT, because do this on this fucking right now, no one's gonna put the homework on. Let me get on it. Hold on, give me a minute. Let me get on. Okay. Right. Yeah, tell me. So all right. Type in modal logic, explain the Holy Trinity using language like possibly and necessarily. Like necessary. And just see information comes up. And make sure it's you right. Make sure it's unbiased. So, Korea is there's necessarily exactly one God, and this one God is possibly and exactly expressed as three persons: Father, Son, Holy Spirit. So we can restate it necessarily exactly one divine essence, possibly in Orthodox Christianity, also actually in their system of belief. This one divine essence level, and then it just makes distinctions between like person and this. It goes to logic, and then like information this shit giving you. Yeah, it gives me a lot. Okay, let's see. Hold on. That's what I'm saying, dude. This is a simplified. That gave me a simplified. Let on P3 equals Holy Spirit, then the Trinitarian claim can be modeled roughly as necessity claim. Oh my goodness, I can't even read what the fuck it's giving me. Dude, this is like, holy shit. Okay, yeah. This is like, if you really want to get good at this stuff, this is the kind of shit you need to be starting. Like, if you want to start fucking like annihilating people, get into fucking modal logic and then do it better than they can do it. I'm not even playing with. Then there's the whole type in Kurt Gödel's ontological mathematical equations for the existence of God. It's not math in the sense of like mathematics. It's mathematical in the sense of like. How do you spell it? I think it's spelled Kurt Gödel's or Gödel. Gödel's or Gödel. Just type that name in real quick and see what pops up. Yeah. That's right. So he uses modal logic, this very same shit. Like the same shit that you know the problem of evil? Yeah. Okay, is this a necessary world, or is this a necessary God that makes this possible world and actualizes it in this way to make evil necessary? Then evil has to be part of the trait of God, that kind of thing, and therefore it's using the same line of logic right here. Yeah, so he basically developed the axioms of property of positivity, and then like necessary and like possible logics within it. I've seen this before, but I'm not very well versed. But I now that I see it, I kind of recognize it. Like, dude, this is the kind of stuff where, like, when you start, like, talking to them with this kind of speak, they're gonna start looking at you. Like, some people on here, I think, are, like, not even mid-tier, they're, like, white belt, and then there's a couple of people on here that are, like, mid-tier, if you get what I'm saying. Like, they know what they're talking about, they're aware of this stuff, they know how to argue this line of logic, let's just say. But, yeah, this is the kind of stuff that you might want to start messing around with, because like I'll have to, yeah. You'll start blowing people out of the fucking water with this shit. I know. Because if you go up to these Calvinist dudes and you say, is it possible and necessary, like the same thing, the same Latin language, like type in the what the fuck is it, the modal logic problem of evil, type it in that way, and this is like literally a critique on the basis of Calvinism, because Calvinism has you could probably say like what's the defeater for this in Calvinism based on Calvinistic criterion. Like you would get all these answers, dude, and like I'm telling you, it would explain all of the steps that you need to know. You just gotta dedicate some time to some reading. These typically respond in modal terms by rejecting one premise, denying necessity of no evil, full defense, and epistemic limitation. I'll have to study this tonight. Regal, I wanted to talk to you about this because I don't think we got to talk about this before. I wanted to. Do you know what sect of Unitarianism I belong to?
I really don't. You're supposed to send it to me in the back chat.
That's right. I wasn't. That's right. Okay. Well, I'll not only send it to you, but I will also give you the actual text of the person who wrote it. I'll give that. So I belong to Socian Unitarianism. It's basically Socianism and Unitarianism. Basically, if you know what Socianism is. So essentially. If you want to search these people up, like Fosta Sazanani, he was one of the main people who basically expanded upon the logic of Socianism, and then it was originally his uncle, which is Laelius Socianus, who laid the groundwork. So it was Laelius first, and then Fausto, and these two people could create Socianism, and this was 16th century. So this was before Unitarianism started. This was before Unitarianism, and then Unitarianism came along and it developed the philosophical position known as Socian Unitarianism, and it essentially uses the classical Unitarianism framework, specifically biblical Unitarianism, and then the Socian philosophy and metaphysics, and then it kind of just explains. The rejection of the Trinity from a Socian viewpoint, and et cetera, et cetera. So it kind of goes deep into that. I'll give you the text to the original things. But I would look into that because I have a very peculiar position. A lot of the time, people hold to what's called classical Unitarianism and then biblical Unitarianism. And biblical Unitarianism doesn't really have sex, but classical Unitarianism does. Socianism is the only sect of biblical Unitarianism. There's very few, very, very few. It's not very expansive so I'm in a very peculiar position here, but it's probably one of the most logical positions to have. I think I've explained the metaphysics to you before. I think I had to in one of Andrew's rooms, but I'm going to send that to you right now so I don't forget.
Yeah, I'm going to check it out and do a little background check on it.
Yeah.
I just wonder if the trend is influenced by. See, I think the part of the mission between I don't know about Calvin, but more so Luther is the return to rabbinic Judaism, so to say, being more traditional, being more Old Testament. Let's just say not so much New Testament oriented and focused. And I'm pretty sure that's kind of part of what they were breaking away when they broke away from the church. This is kind of what they were doing. So I'm not saying that I'm assuming this but I am kind of going in with the assumption, and I just want to see if I'm right, if it has that type of influence on it to kind of have the the Jewish outlook, the pure Unitarian outlook on it.
Yeah. So. I have two different things for you to look into. I think there's PDFs online, but these are the titles. I'm going to put them in chat right now. So that's the first one. This is the confessional document, and this is the legitimate theology of it all. And then this is one that's 60 years later, which is a 9-volume collection, which includes Fausto Sazanani, and then there's Johannes Crelius and I can't even pronounce his last name, but Samuel, and then Joanne Ludwig, and there's tons of different people. It's a 9-volume collection. So this is not only his work but also others who contributed to his works and writings. So I'll give that to you too. So these are the two main ones that I would look into. It basically directly correlates to Unitarianism. That's why we have Socianism, Socian Unitarianism. So, but this is the original, what would be considered theology of it all, which was Socianism, and then it became Socian Unitarianism. And it's a long road, man. But those are the two that I would look into. Those are your best bets, and those will probably give you the best outlook on it. And then you can even do like a comparison to general like Unitarianism.
Yeah, I'm already looking this up, and like it's kind of funny because like when we were having that discussion before, like the same exact thing comes up. So it says God is one person, Father only, denies that Jesus is entirely divine, treats the Holy Spirit as God's power, not a person. From a Catholic standpoint, this is outright heresy, similar to but not identical with Arianism, which is something that I've actually pointed out. Jesus is fully human, not God by nature. He is given authority by God, not equal to God. Denies Christ's pre-existence before birth. Emphasizes reason and scripture. Claims doctrine must be rational, not contradictory. Scripture is authoritative, but not okay. All right, hold on.
Yeah, I've stayed pretty consistent with those points, I would say. Yeah, that's what I would get into if you want to dabble. I know, Honey Badger, I know, man. Honey Badger's here, man. He blessed us with his presence tonight. Convert, Honey Badger, and join me.
Yeah, I have no, anybody can join the panel, so if they want to come up, go for it.
Yeah, actually, wait, is it join up, or do you have the hand raising off?
Hand raising is off.
Okay. If you have any, by the way, let me know. I'll make them up. Because the things can be very, very complex. It's really weird, especially translation. Yeah, and what was that? With the Biblioteca, when I gave you the 9 collection, so there's a specific person I want you to look into, is Johann Ludwig. So aside from the other groups of people that quickly, like, oh my goodness, like, and all them, he's Austrian, Johannes. I shouldn't say he, I'll say they, I don't know. But they are a Austrian Socian writer, and then like Johannes Crelius, for example, is Polish, and there's a few other like Polish theologians also writings within that. So very diverse in terms of the origin and their inputs. So they're pretty good to look at. You don't gotta read the entire 9 volume. I'm like, you can just get basic summaries, but they provide a lot of different inputs. And fun fact, by the way, a lot of the writings were actually circulated in the Dutch Republic in England, which actually influenced like the dissenters, and
well, actually a couple of critiques here, which is you're gonna have issues with like the Council of Constantinople, and then also the broader patristics tradition. So you're gonna have issues with like patristics, for an example.
Yeah, and I've actually had refutments for that. I've organized arguments for that, and I think I've actually talked about the rules, especially Nicaea.
Hello, Congressman and Regal. How are you, my brothers?
I have great question regarding Trinity, because all Christians affirm that Jesus is co-equal to Father and Holy Spirit. But my question is very simple. I have Bible, and this is Matthew chapter 12.
No, you do not have Bible. Do not have Bible.
I have. Okay, listen.
Look. Muhammad, man.
Hello, John. Please listen my argument. I am you. Matthew was 31. Okay. So I tell sin and slander can be forgiven. Plus, yes,
Okay, cool. This should be like a debate with you, man. Like, try to upgrade your skills a little bit. You're a Muslim here. You're a Christian. Have a debate.
Yeah, man. Peace be upon Muhammad.
Muhammad?
Yeah.
Oh. And what was the argument again? I was kind of in it.
That Muhammad did miracles, and he's the person that puts the Quran says so. I don't know what that is, but I know the Quran says so.
So you're saying that because the Quran, that it's automatically true what it says, right?
Because it comes from God.
Well, what about the Bible? The Bible's come from God. Can we say that it's correct and that it's true and that we should believe it?
Well, I believe something.
Well, why not correct? The Quran is fully correct and that comes from God. And that makes it correct. Why can't the Bible be the same? It also comes from God.
It's not multiple traditions. It's not multiple books. It's not different people. It's reserved. Yeah, evidence for that. Yeah, but there's translation errors.
Translation errors does it have?
Like, I know the King version has some errors.
Well, the King James, was like, number one, I mean, the King James went under a heavy, like, linguistic scrutiny before it was even produced and sent out, like, to be used as a official and well-versed Bible. So, I mean, even the odds of it being, like, having any error in terms of, like, translation is, like, very low. And, I mean, from what I've heard, the Quran has a lot of translation issues, especially for the English standard of the Quran when it's translated, because they have an English version of the Quran, if I'm not mistaken. Am I right, Regal? Don't they have one?
Yeah, but God's original language is not English.
I know that, but if we're gonna say that, you know,
yeah, but God's original language is not Arabic though, and they claim that, you know, the book in the Quran is on a kitab in heaven, and I don't see how that could be, because if God existed before time, before Arabic was invented, how could it, you know, how could that be? Not to mention that, like, Arabic is, like, based on other proto languages like Aramaic, so then it becomes Arabic later on.
But yeah, the fact that Jesus is Son of God, it just don't make any sense, man.
Well, I mean, why doesn't it make sense?
Why God would have a son?
Well, doesn't it? Okay, rephrase your question.
Like, why God would have a son and even need a son to begin with to even forgive people's sins?
Well, there's a few ways that can be answered. Number one, let's just talk about the son-father relation. So when the Bible speaks of the Son, which we say is Jesus, right? There's a couple of ways that's interpreted. Number one, there's a metaphorical standpoint, right? There's a clear subordination between Jesus and the Father, which is shown in the text, and by that, we proclaim that there is a Father, which is God, the one who creates all, and there is a Son, who says what? Oh my goodness, I can't even speak tonight. I'm sorry, guys. Who is able to spread the message of in which he is teaching, right? And that is proclaimed to be the Son. And that is why we have that. That's the metaphorical explanation. Now, if we go into a literal standpoint of why he's the Son and why there's the Father, then that's going to have to dive into the Bible. And I know between me and you that you don't believe in the Bible, or that the Quran is a better version of the Bible, or however that may go. So I don't know how I would explain that to you without violating your belief.
No, I'm Muslim.
So here's my thing though. So
argument. The other Muslim left.
Well, here's the problem. So here's the two issues. You still have God needing someone else to forgive sins. Now, the only way for this to make sense and to say God doesn't need anyone is to say Jesus is also that God. Because you can't refer to the person and say this other person needs something unless that other person is God. Then it would make sense because you still can say, well, God is the one taking away sins and not going back to somebody else.
Wait a minute, back up a second. Are you saying that Christian thinks Jesus is God? Is that what you're saying?
I'm not, what I'm saying is... No, wait, John. I don't believe Jesus is God. Oh, really? No, I don't believe he's God. I believe he's the Messiah. I don't believe him.
Oh, you believe Jesus is like a prophet?
Yeah, I believe he's a prophet. I don't believe he's God. That's the problem I'm saying.
Are you Jehovah's Witness Christian?
Well, there's no problem. Well, the reason why I'm saying it's a problem is because
John,
you have. I'm sorry. What you say, brother?
Are you Mormon Christian?
No, I'm Sunni. I'm Sunni Muslim. No, he was asking me.
John, you're not Sunni. I argued with you on Christianity last week, bro. Relax.
Brother, I am a Sunni Muslim, bro.
I have to lie, bro. You know what the hell? This guy's his Bible says that way. Why are you guys making him act like a Muslim? You're Sunni.
So you were saying is it
Mormon perchance?
No, I'm not Mormon. I'm a Unitarian.
Oh, Unitarian. So you believe in Regal and what? No. So Regal have Darwins all the time, right? John, you are a Christian, but I don't know why you're in here acting like a Muslim. I wouldn't joke about this, you know?
Peace to Allah. Yeah, man. Yeah. So what? Like, let me act like a Muslim. Why is that a problem? That was racist. So I can't be a Muslim. I thought a Muslim is who you submit to God, man. Well, I was told that being a Muslim is submitting to God. That's what I do.
No, but you also have to denounce Jesus being God.
Well, today I'm doing that. So, the fact that you could say that Jesus is not God, and I'm only talking to Christian, but yet you have Jesus doing things similar to God, I feel like your Bible has a kind of...
Are you going to be Muslim today and like Christian tomorrow?
Yeah, man, I can identify what I want. Me in America.
John, don't believe it.
So he's going to identify as a girl tomorrow. Yeah, so right now, I
be Muslim forever, bro. Inshallah.
I don't know, man. I only pick and choose.
Okay, well, John, let's wait. Missouri, real quick, because I do want to respond to what he was saying, though. John, can you finish your point, and then I'll respond?
Oh, yeah, so my thing is this. Your Bible contradicts me.
John,
because you have a...
Yo, guys, we have a room open if you guys want to come through after. You too, Regal, just so we could, like, apologize about what happened yesterday and such, you know?
Send it to me, man. Peace be upon my heart.
Sure.
So listen.
Man. Peace be upon your prophet, man. No problem. You too, bro, you know? For yesterday, I just wanted to apologize because it shouldn't have been like that.
But John, please help me
out, man. That guy, Aziz or whatever his name is, he's a little out of control over there, you know? It was nighttime, you know? You saw I tried to calm the whole scene, but...
Hey, man, leave my fellow Muslim alone.
So, you know?
So, so what I was saying was, your Bible contradict, man, because your Bible said there's only one God and only God does these things. Yet you have Jesus doing literally everything that God does, but he's not a God. So you have a contradiction, and it's blasphemy. You actually have Jesus committing blasphemy. Well, the Unitarian view doesn't suggest that Jesus is blasphemous at all. It suggests that he is the Messiah, and that all that goes through him is what God gives to him. The authority and of in which he is given is upon God the Father. And that logic of thinking does not suppose that Jesus is blasphemous. In fact, we have a very logical explanation not only of the structure of what God is, but of what Jesus is. And at large points within the Bible, Jesus claims to be the Messiah. In order to get to the heavens, you must go through me. He claims to be the Messiah on many accounts. And his actions, and I wanted, because you mentioned materialistic action, the materialistic actions that are carried out by Jesus doesn't suppose that there's a divinity that would suppose that he is God based off of what he does. There's plenty of times in which he concedes the fact that he doesn't have the place in which God would have, right? For example, in Mark 14:28, he claims that he does not know the day or the hour or whatever it was. I'm not using the verse. I think I got it right though. Like there's plenty of times where he concedes to that, right? There are many times in the Bible that directly support that Jesus possibly cannot be God. So you got scriptures going against each other. There's no scriptures that go against each other. You literally just said the scripture that perceive him to be God and scripture that perceive him not to be God. Literally. Like I read some scriptures before, man. Your Bible literally portrays Jesus God, which is mind blowing to me. Like for an example, what or principles or anything that the Father could do that no one else can, that gets on his own. Like,
Yeah, I'm good, dude. I don't stay on the shit every day, man. I got shit I gotta do. I gotta jump off, man. But it's good to talk to you.
yeah, absolutely, man.
Dude's just sitting there, fucking filibustering nonsense. I don't know, dude. I'm good. I don't want to listen to that. I'm out though. You have a good one.
Yeah, absolutely, decent.
All right. Take it easy, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, good. What?
I'm just curious.
Oh, sorry, Abu. Yeah, I'll. In case he eats them. Hi, Esther.
Hello.
Rose.
Rabboni Shalom. Are you guys celebrating?
That I'm standing here in solidarity with the Palestinian people, wearing a keffiyeh and holding a water bottle.
Yeah, but that's not the real keffiyeh. It's a fashionable keffiyeh.
Like 5 times. He's autistic. Hey, John, where do you get off calling me autistic, John?
I didn't say you're autistic.
This is some satanic shit. Oh, this is not good.
I said you're wearing a fashionable keffiyeh. That's not the traditional colors.
Yeah.
The gold keffiyeh is one that was proudly worn by Jewish soldiers in the Roman. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. The proud Jewish soldiers in the Roman army wore gold. Your military is the only military in the world to allow overweight soldiers.
Ooh.
Just so you know.
Really?
Yep, they're all a bunch of.
Otherwise, I wouldn't know the difference between a statement and a question. I wouldn't know.
I still don't know what a preposition is, but I'm okay with not knowing.
Alistair?
Hello.
Hello?
We lost Joe.
Oh no, Joe.
He had to go.
Can you
bro?
hear us? Where'd you go, bro?
I feel a little low without Joe.
I miss him so. Going to ping him.
Don't you know?
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Let's move on. So.
Well, I'd like to discuss this meme that Donald Trump has shared with the world, illuminating Jesus Christ and his divine philosophy and prophecy.
That was our conversation earlier.
You guys have moved on to popcorn and beer?
About three
Yeah.
hours ago. Yeah.
I didn't want to be presumptuous and change the title, even though we should have.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we don't want to. I
We're-
don't know when we revisit that, but give us your opinion real quick.
I didn't actually look at it, but I would just say that Trump is an excellent memer, and it's super stimulus. And so if it's a successful meme, that means everybody's talking about it, and therefore it's successful because he's focusing people's attention on the message and the hidden message or the unsaid message. So there's no coincidences. Trump is a master communicator.
So, Alistair, I want to just one little intro to that. I don't think he's a master memer. I think he's a memer. But other than that, I agree.
Well, it's not me. It's my accent. It's not me.
It's a meme.
Because Trump generates an image, it doesn't
It's
make
a
it
meme.
right?
Yeah, it's a meme. It's mimetic. What are you talking about, Mark? Jarl doesn't speak English. I forgot.
I think if you want to use the term meme in the old-fashioned sense, yeah, sure, why not? But
Okay, we've confirmed. You can just stop. You can just stop talking. You confirmed it.
it's not important. I'm sorry for the semantic.
Exactly.
It's the key to it.
It's not important.
Do you know what's funny is what used to be the place where information was exchanged before we had common mass communication like newspapers or any type of media? It was courts of law. It was where folks would come.
Speaker's Corner.
Do you think that millennials and people born in 2000 know that there was anything other than social media?
I think they've heard of black and white TV. Is that what you mean?
No, what I mean is what you just said, which is people used to communicate differently.
I don't think that they're aware of it. I don't know if they're. Are you asking? Are they focused on it? Can you get a little more granular?
Give me some statistics.
Okay, here's one statistic. It's my favorite statistic. 94.8% of statistics that include a decimal place are more believable than one without. And 96.2% of statistics are actually made up.
Can you cite statistics for what you just said?
Yes, the first one citation is the second one.
No, your ass is where you can.
Albert, come on, that was well played.
No, that wasn't playing. I was actually asking a real question.
Look, dude, I got every question right on the IQ test. Scored 100.
Talk about which IQ test? What are you talking about?
The one I got every question right, and they told me I have 100 IQ.
What's going on with you two? Is there a sense discord?
I think we're flirting.
What's going on?
No, we're definitely flirting. That's all.
Okay, if you're flirting, then that's fine.
I just bought his last drink, so we're cool.
I'm the peacemaker. I'm just checking.
I love everybody.
I'm being
Except Callie, she sucks.
honest. Go inside the idea that we used to communicate differently, other than people maybe born before 1990. But I think that's strange.
So Albert, what I was trying to print about the votes, it's actually something that's more related to the way gossip travels, right? But it's very
It's very interesting if you think about how it compares to social media, because there's a lot of rumor, gossip involved there, and it ties back to the way we like just naturally just communicate and spread information. A lot of it's bullshit, but get core ideas out there for the safety of the group. Now, people push back on that in different ways, but there are a lot of similarities in the core way we do that, where it has to have a little gossip and a little drama reading for the masses or talking about, for example. And this is before social media. This would go back to, like tribal times to spread it around the tribe and then to other tribes.
I'm not disagreeing with you, nor am I integrating the exponential growth of information and the access to it. I'm just calling attention to the phenomenon. That's all I was doing. I probably didn't do it well enough.
I think you did a good job, but it is interesting how, if you think about it, during the, before the Industrial Revolution, we were all like sailing people, sailing all over. Ports of call were just where news was spread by rumor and gossip. And it was a game of telephone, but with oceans in between. Less speed, but sometimes similar accuracy.
We have a bunch of other phenomena called artificial intelligence, fake media, propaganda, agendas that are.
Hold on, were any of those non-existent?
No, but they're not as exponentially relevant. In other words, accessible than they are now.
Are you saying, is that just because information is easier and more ubiquitous, or is that
correct?
So it's not a propaganda thing. It's access.
All those phenomenons, all those different buckets of potential influence are accessible, implemented.
All we're not success, and I'm great at.
So am I. Believe.
You don't get creepy, man. Yeah, I was goofing at there, but let's dig in. Tell us more.
Remind me what we were actually talking about, because I like to talk about relevant topics. I'm a realist. I don't really waste a lot of time on bullshit.
You gave a lot of great advice to Father, and then he left.
Maybe he was tired. He had enough. I don't know.
Probably.
Okay.
I just want to say that, Charles, I left you another love note, and I loved your poem you sent me. Charles and I, we have a thing, but we're not public yet, so just don't talk about it. So Albert, what's your passion? What do you like to think about, talk about?
I'm passionate about a lot of things, most everything that is my world, to be honest, this world.
What's the second most important thing in your world?
Second most?
Yes, sir.
Wine varietals. Like, what's the best value of wine in the $10 to $20 range? That's probably second most.
You mean grape varietals, or?
I'm all over the place. I love all grapes. Sampled all of them. But below, innovating our financial system, that's my top priority. Second is wine varietals. Yeah. Thank you for asking.
You're welcome. So your top is innovating the financial system. Just below that is your interest and passion for wine. Is there a connect?
Is there a connection between the two? Is that what you said?
I mean, historically, I can think of. I'm just curious about your thoughts.
I've never been asked that. I thank you for asking. Is there a connection?
Yeah, that's very.
Man, I doubt it. But other than economic, and getting lower costing, better vinos to the populace, can't make another connection other than that. Right.
Well, historically, I would say a really important connection. Wine and other low mead, beer, low alcohol content liquids allowed us to keep ladders full of liquid and travel without bacteria. And that allowed us to expand exponentially, socioeconomically, as a species, right? So there's a huge connection there historically. If it wasn't for wine and beer and meat, we wouldn't have been able to travel the way we did as effectively.
I love that. Thank you. I mean, honestly, I heard that.
I literally just made it up. So you go, damn it!
Damn it, I thought it was.
I mean, it is real, but I literally just made it up for you because you should see it.
If you made it up, to be honest.
Well, the information I used is real, but it's not like something I've read extensively on, and I just made that connection for you specifically.
I appreciate that. I think it might have made it easier to trans-navigate the planet. If you had an abundance of wine, you'd probably sense going beyond the horizon because just you might forget about it. Again, those are my historical kind of hierarchies.
Well, do you understand what wine and other low alcohol content liquids gave to humans as a species as they evolved, as the society evolved? A longer period of time because it resists bacterial growth.
There's a reason why Jesus used it. Because, yeah. I mean, I've always loved it.
It's awesome, dude. I feel you. Your acceptance of my idea is, we're on the same page.
Yeah, I mean, most people, I would hope everyone loves wine. Or at least has tried it and embraced the idea of it. I don't really get why you wouldn't want to when it's organic, la la la. But anyway,
Albert, can I be brutally honest with you?
I guess
I don't understand 90% of the way things you say connect with what we're talking about. But I still don't.
And that's okay with you.
That's okay with you or me?
No, I'm fine with that. You don't get it.
Alright, I'm cool that we're cool.
I'm very well understood in general. So you're not in the minority, to be honest.
Are you saying you don't like minorities?
I like the smart part of the world that doesn't get me. Because I would like them to get me.
You just said the larger part of the world doesn't get you, and then said you don't like the smaller part that doesn't get you. So again, I'm at a loss and confused.
And that's exactly where you need to be.
So this is like 2 + 2 = chair.
It could be. One.
Love you too, bro.
Thanks, man.
Albert, do you have any interest in playing a game of tic-tac-toe?
Not really.
Chess?
It's a little sad.
Rock, paper, scissors?
No, I'm good with kind of just being until something interesting kind of pops up.
Isn't that something you said to like a girl in high school?
I would definitely say something like that. But I don't think that it was a good name at that point. You know, that's why women have trauma.
Because men have bad jokes.
No, because they have, you know, bad timing. They don't have actually attractive.
I don't it requires execution, timing, and awareness of the elements, right? So it does require multiple things, and they need to be done. They need to be synthesized together in a way that is effective for the place and time is percent.
That timing.
So, Callie, what's your tic-tac-toe rating?
I couldn't tell you. I haven't played tic-tac-toe since I was like 10, maybe 8.
Every time tic-tac-toe, I feel like I lose.
Yeah.
I would play on paper with. I force him to play mental. I'm like, there's nine possible places you can add. I'm like, this is like an exercise. It's goofy. I feel much better than the guy who didn't lose.
That sounds like fun. If I had more than 2 brain cells left over from the day, I would play that.
It's so much easier than you think. Like when you say it out loud, it sounds like, well, how did you do that? No, there's only 9 possible places. Very easy.
Why don't you two play and I'll watch?
Wow, little voyeurism. Albert, you ready?
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm going to play with her. No, I don't want to play. I really don't want to.
I'll tell you what. How about you play and you choose where I go and where you go?
See, I get why your kids are kind of pissed because you never know for now. Right? I'm trying.
Listen, dude, can you just give me your number and like we'll go out sometime for coffee or what?
Yeah, right. See, this is why you're successful. But you know, I've seen this.
Did you just call me pseudo rapey like low key?
That's what it takes to be, you know, successful.
We have different experiences with success. I will tell you that much.
What do you mean?
Pseudo rapey is not much of success.
You brought it up. Brought it up.
You win.
That means it is for you.
Okay.
Bring it up.
All right, dude. I'm just, cool. This never happened.
Nice.
So you're gonna go top left or join X's or O's?
I'd like some music. Play some.
I don't have a bot. I'll get one though for next. That's a great idea. I have a bot on you.
What? This conversation is fascinating. I've enjoyed myself this evening. It's been so delightful. You moderators should be proud of your moderation skills. You clearly create incredible content.
Not really tonight. This was supposed to be a listening session for me. So I apologize for not being more, like, I don't know, lively.
The word interest.
Yes, because today was the
This man pointing out.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, are you thinking? Oh, you talking?
Hello?
Deputy.
I heard Serendipity says, I gotta find a room so I can go to sleep. I was like, oh no, she's like, she goes to sleep with Clubhouse on in the background?
Come on, dude. You were like, hey, baby girl. I got what you need right here.
Oh,
I got your room.
Hear them insult me. Hear them insult me, Deputy. Like, so coldly and meanly. Especially after I brought Austin on stage. When he was probably legitimately booted.
I mean,
I would say
I'm
that
not
several
all
times.
surprised by Austin's behavior. I'm much more surprised about Alan's behavior.
Oh,
I
really?
can't do such a thing as insult you.
Never.
I don't know because he likes me. I don't know why he insults me.
This room has been...
Anybody, Callie, don't ever make that mistake.
Alistair.
This room has been...
Callie, never make that mistake.
This room has been so entertaining. I know why Jarl has been sticking around.
Jarl's my lover, Alistair.
He's your lover?
We're made tonight.
What is your PTR, sir? Is that a gremlin duck toy?
No, that is the evolution of Jesus.
Oh.
No, that was sacrilegious and clear blasphemy. You shouldn't say. You should be like, you're a...
You could be Austin. Myself. Oh my. What are you at? $6 a gallon up there, Jarl?
I think it's a week. You could ask ChatGPT, but mine. I think last 2 weeks ago it was cheaper in Canada than in the U.S. in many parts.
Okay, never mind. I'll just ask ChatGPT. Never mind.
Well, I keep hearing that everybody's fucked worse than America, so I'm assuming it's cheaper in America.
I'm going through a divorce. I'm not getting a lot of sex right now.
That's too bad, Austin Powers. What happened?
I was born, I got married, and I'm trying to fix that.
What's the conflict in the relationship?
Her and me, but not necessarily in that order.
So it's you. It's a you problem.
Did you say it's a me problem?
Yeah, it's a you problem. You said it's not in that order. That means it's a you problem.
Well, I feel like I'm at least half the problem. I'm not sure how much less than half I am.
So you're half a man.
I've been meaning to reach out to you about divorce. If it's comfortable for you to speak about it sometime. My brother is going through a divorce as of recently. So I might, unless it's too painful for you to talk, a couple of things.
It's pain. I look together.
Don't worry about it right now. It's like so late right now.
Austin, have you thought about praying to Jesus and maybe writing a note to President Trump?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Aren't they the same people?
No, one saved mankind. The other one is saving America.
But which one is a kind man?
I don't think that you are a kind man, Austin Powers. I think there's a reason why your wife is leaving you. I'd like to cleanse your chakras, if I may.
I'm sorry, dude. I've thought about it. Like, I support your decisions or sexuality, but it's just not my thing.
Go ahead, pick a number.
I find it flattering.
Pick a number 1 through 64, Austin.
6, 7.
No, 1 through 64. Try to focus
I'm
now.
terrible at math, dude. I'm sorry. Just don't make it embarrassing.
1 through 64. Try to focus now. Pick a magic number.
Does it have to be a whole number, or can we do a floating point number?
1 through 64.
Floating point numbers included, yes?
Yeah, sure.
All right, so then I'm going to pick, I think my favorite number is 8.078643645.
Okay. Number 8. Complementaries solidarity. To manifest itself.
Actually, if you round up, I number 9.
Oh, okay, perfect. Impotent. You are overwhelmed by
That
events.
sounds more like me.
You can do nothing to help the situation, nor to provoke any change except this impotence. This is also love.
That sounds like me, my good child.
Father, I don't know. I'm not going to. Godspeed, sir. Live your best life. I don't even know how to respond to that.
That's pretty funny.
Maybe talk to your wife?
Try to handle.
Maybe try again.
It's a continual basis.
All right, let me tell you this. As a pro at divorce, I'll tell you this. The core and the center of any problem you have in your marriage and interpersonal relationship with your partner is communication and, exactly to be specific, lack of. You're just not hearing each other. You fix that, you fix everything. But that's really hard to fucking fix.
Well, except when you're not having sex, you're having that 8 years. You know what I mean?
You're literally proving my point. Did not hear what I just said. Why do you think you're not getting it for 8 years?
Well, having ED is okay. A big part.
You can't afford Viagra or Cialis or what's going on?
I tried all that, dude. I tried all that. It just doesn't work.
This has gone really much more weird. Let's keep going.
Yeah.
Have you had any intimate physical relations with your life partner at all?
No. We don't even kiss anymore, so.
Have you brushed your teeth in the past 8 years?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, have you done it frequently?
Yeah, I do it every day.
And does she?
Yeah.
So it's not like a dental hygiene thing?
No. Yeah, no. It's a lack of interest. It's a lack of interest in each other. You know?
Okay, so can I give you a hint? Probably more of a, while you're placing up, you clearly had something. You can get that back if you communicate, but you are both just too stubborn and set in your ways to actually get through that.
Well,
I actually charge by the hour if you want me to tell you, like.
You know, I could get my dick up, that would solve everything.
No, it wouldn't, because you don't need to do that to make love. Like you do, but like if that's really impossible, you can still have a physical relationship to really connect intimately with someone. If that's like, if it's literally, if you did not have if your dick got blown off in some sort of accident, you could still have a physical living relationship with somebody who was willing to connect with you and share a happy and fulfilling life. So your problem is simply, it's a weird and uncomfortable way for you to stop the conversation.
Interesting way to look at it. That's good. You got that in my head now. Interesting. It's good. Okay.
Don't make me uncomfortable. I don't want to live in your head.
No. You're right now. You're rent free, but I will give.
George, I want to move out.
No, but yeah, stubbornness. Yeah, I totally get it.
Yeah, I'm kind of evil, super manipulative, and I hate people.
Yeah, that's all right. Me too. I really don't like people at all.
That may be why your wife doesn't want to kiss you. So this could be a multi.
That's funny. Yeah. Just, oh, I don't know.
All right, what's the creepiest thing you've ever done, Father?
I can't exactly say that on here, to be honest with you.
Okay, then just like imply it. About your friend who did the same that you didn't do.
If I was to tell a story, or if I was to write a screenplay, it would be
16th Avenue on July 1st, 1972. There you go.
You know what? That's actually what I did.
You're a hooker murderer in New York City?
Yeah.
I feel like you're lying and deflecting now.
No, that's almost, yeah, that's pretty much.
Your wife?
No. No, but this happened years earlier. And yeah, I was in New York, and yeah, it did happen.
The hooker happened or the murder?
Both the hooker and the murder.
Okay, and you know.
Yeah, so that's why
you were enough to like wipe. Right?
Well,
here's what's weird, Father. I was trying to make a goofy joke. So I kind of half believe you.
You know what? It was a hotel room. It was a $50 hotel room, you know. So, and yeah, it was dirty and you know.
I'm gonna give you some advice. Just works out with your wife.
Yeah, I can tell you this too. But yeah, that was pretty gruesome.
I mean, I'll tell you this story. This one time I fished down with this alien thing that had infrared vision that came from another planet. It was very predatory and just seemed to hunt me. I have stories to tell. Hallie, saved me from myself.
Yeah, no, that's, I know on the lines of what's the most tricksy thing that you've ever experienced in your life?
I took mushrooms and watched Planet of the Apes, and I was like, I thought it was hilarious, but I would say it was weird. It was such a dumb thing to do.
Did you feel like you became part of their society?
No, I kept seeing like tie-ins. So this is when I really like kind of I solidified my understanding that like so many stories we have, modern stories we have, they were originally told in some form in the Bible. Because I kept seeing correlations in the story itself, the actual story, from the Bible. And it's true, like many tales in the Bible are you can tie them in, and their first version can be tied to religious text. So actually interesting to me. But I was laughing my ass off the entire time.
Good one.
Well, Father went to murder someone.
Oh, I just stretched this out.
No. What I'm trying to say is that the tragus on the ear is just a metaphor, meaning the longer I talk, the more I play with the ear clit, the longer you keep getting stimulated, and I hope it's good. Coming back.
Everyone's new and like a babysitter, and we're going to that.
What I was trying to say is that, you know, like you said, I wouldn't want to bring this chick home because it's just a fucking hassle. I'd rather jerk off and go to sleep, you know? So, if you want to achieve an orgasm with a very obnoxious woman, well,
I just do it myself.
Exactly. You should just be more agnostic when it achieve independently.
Radio voice.
Oh, I am on the radio. I'm broad. broadcasting to 600 people around the world right now on multiple YouTube live streams. Frankfurt, Berlin.
But that's cool. Keep going.
That's okay. It's like your non-existent marriage, your non-achieving orgasm, frustration. You're the world's largest sovereign wealth, $0.8 trillion. Bitch.
Are you a lexicographer?
No.
If you knew what it was to be a lexicographer, would you be?
Draw maps?
Go with that.
A cartographer? Can I draw a map of your non-existent sex life?
Yes, as a lexicographer, I'm asking you if you could lexicographically draw a map of my non-existent lexicographical sex life.
Well, let me go get a package of Tic Tacs and trace a Tic Tac. Symbolize.
Okay, then what are you going to use to symbolize my erect?
Out of the Tic Tac, and we will move to the Mike and Ike.
Alright, and then when I get really excited.
Starburst.
And then when I turn
Ho-hos.
it's a Twizzler. Why?
Ho-hos and Twinkies. Wrapped in a
Really big, but also like not performed because she's never good as she looked in the movie. So you want to hear the funniest joke I've ever told? Alright, so this guy's smuggling a bunch of gold, right? And he's at the airport, and this kid sees you, right? And they try to stop him, and they yell out, "Hey, you! Come back here with that!"
I missed part of the joke. What happened?
You didn't attend chemistry class, and you didn't read the periodic table.
No, I do not. It's okay. I was focused.
Alright, so he was smuggling in gold. And sure, you tried to like go and stop him, and they yelled out, "Why did everyone laugh the second time?"
I didn't catch it first time.
By saying gold. See, I was gonna open with this is a chemistry, not say gold. I thought by saying gold it would make it up. Like other chemistry.
Hmm.
So, Alistair, why do I feel like you have STDs? Come on, you gotta catch them all.
No, after you're done with the and the thigh, the only thing left to do is stick your bone back in that easy part.
Oh.
That's a lack of imagination.
Hello? Why do black men always after making love?
When does a woman become a slut?
When?
When she rejects you. That actually, I did that up like right now.
Really?
Yeah, that's
You know, I've decided that I'm going to become Jewish.
you just don't like house.
No, it's because of the Rabbi Maimonides.
Honestly, I found Jews to be far more open-minded sexually.
What, in terms of like anal penetration?
No, in terms of open-minded sexually.
Well, you think the Jewish women are.
Jewish women be far more comfortable with their body.
Oh, I see.
No, it's anal penetration part. That's like you're. No, continue.
The graphic, I apologize. I could have said rectal if that would have made it.
No, your voice, like me too. That was just school teacher warm coming out. I'm trying to find a good dad joke. I'll be
Is this one of those rooms where people are trying to consciously design their life?
Design. What's that mean?
It was earlier. It was a little bit early, like an hour ago.
Dude, it was sad. I don't know if the Albert or Father. And I went out of my way not to be mean.
Oh, I thought you and Albert were buddies.
Clearly not.
Can I ask you a question?
No, I went out of my way not to insult him, and he was uncomfortable with me.
I thought he was just playing around because he's your friend.
Moderators,
I was like pointing out indirectly he's being a douche, and he's like, all right, you're not being too much of a dick. I'll put up with you.
Moderators, I've got 4 questions I need to answer.
Well, I think, okay, we're ready. Are you ready?
Number 1 is, what should I finally face in my life?
Your wife's vagina.
What truths or realities are preventing my growth and happiness?
Same.
Number 3, what could I do about it right now? Hello?
What was the other question? I didn't remember.
How can I better connect with this moment in this room right now so that I can master what the hour demands of me?
Can you better connect? Listening.
I have a real answer. Take a moment, look inside, and see what you need. Personally, physically, socially, relationships, family, and then take action based on that. Oh, I hate it when I'm serious.
That was really good.
Callie, I will deny ever saying that.
Well, the white space of a free day seems unfathomable because we have become hypnotized by a false but compelling need to respond to all the needs of others on Clubhouse.
You gonna take this, Callie?
Why do you do that, John?
He's trying to fight the niche, I think. That was the joke.
Oh my god, I have to take this.
Did you see Idol?
No.
Love a romance. Lost it.
Take, no, you're fine. Take a picture of Jarl with them.
Get back to reality.
Remember that night that we were in a room with A-Check?
Oh my god.
What happened to Check? Is he just or
No. He's it is so funny. You're a terrible, terrible person. Just the worst.
Sorry to be missed it. I used social cloud tonight in here.
Wait, what?
Yeah, so there were somebody threw me down. And I was like, hey, I don't mind people to be quiet. I don't know you guys. I'm not cool if you throw me down, but Callie, you can throw me down. Me back up.
I thought I could bring you back up at a certain point, like
After 3 times, it is,
yeah. And then I silence. I didn't silence. I said, "Excuse me." Hey, Albert, why do you keep silencing Austin? He didn't answer me. So I said, "Come on, somebody look up." It was not he. It was he.
No, there was the other guy.
Yeah, you up.
Goofy, I would have just like whatever. But also
You didn't do anything wrong.
I'm being nice. I went.
Yeah, you were. And you just wanted to hear the idea and the stuff.
And I thought it was crazy, but I wasn't like, dude, this doesn't make any sense. You're wrong. I hope it will buy one, but I don't.
Yeah, you're gracious.
Charlie and I were battling. He's like, dude, you're nice. I'm like, no, I want to fly easy too. I want to be able to fly. Be done. Maybe we're Mormons. That bad. No, this is my bag. Oh, that's hilarious.
Charlie would put the same way in the car.
So I'm glad you did because I would not have been as nice, but it was good. I was just someone did.
Wasn't it? It was a better way to handle it. It was like, look, I believe this, so it doesn't encourage it, right? But like, I wish best. And it's
Somebody was being to you and threw your dad.
Well, I mean, I am me, so it's understandable.
It was unprovoked though, Dippity.
I mean, I am me, Gary.
An hour ago than I am right now. But
Albert was smart enough to know I was being whatever. Like, it was more that there was no warning. He was just like, I'm gonna do this just cause, and I was like, fuck you, dude. So yeah, totally fucking. It's like, yo, bitch, I'm a cool kid. I can come back up, Callie. Bring me back up. She's like, yo, I'm gonna bring you back up. It's like, see, I'm a cool kid.
I'm really happy we have the history function now, so I could see who's doing it, because I didn't know who it was.
Well, you can see who threw me down.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that. That's crazy.
Was it?
It was.
It doesn't matter.
Archie.
It doesn't matter.
I can't remember his name.
Let them be. It doesn't matter. Let them be. Whatever.
Well, we're gonna. I'm a peacemaker. I'm gonna get y'all back.
Somebody green beaned him, so like he was adding value to somebody's life. I'm cool with that. I'd appreciate that. You could. What's that white person?
Wait. So I guess seriously.
Don't answer.
I did that.
I'm sorry.
I did 6,000 like home maintenance things today, and I'm sorry. I'm not riveting tonight. I'm having so much fun with y'all. You're the best.
I say really dumb things when I'm not thinking a lot about what I'm saying.
And how they come rapid fire.
True. When I'm like sleep deprived, I just shoot from the hip.
I do that too. And then do you just see that was me 2 hours ago? Then I crashed. You crashed ever? You just keep going like an energizer bunny.
Well, no, I find myself funnier, and other people find. But I don't think it's funny. But also that happens, in normal times too.
You gotta keep laughing. That's the key to life.
So one of my brothers said to me once, he goes, Austin, you need to start watching sports like football so you have to talk to people about. I'm like, dude, you're saying that with love, but that is so insulting. I say, I talk about football.
What a dox. Against the
You're not dox someone.
I don't know him, but
I know Bert.
Somebody ought to so value when hold no.
Don't worry about it.
Did you pull Dippity glue?
No, I did not do
Just
it.
say, I'm just Dippity blend.
No, I was like, yeah. Monica is my.
Monica, he pulled out Monica.
Yeah. When, like, he's fine. I could understand why he did what he did. I think you should dump him based on that. I'm me.
So he added value too. I value you. I thought there was a tip between the two of you. I didn't want to get involved now. I just thought it was boys and I'll let you get out.
He was using words, but like, just really combining them. And then I was like, oh, words make sense. No, don't say that.
No, you really were asking the valid questions though. I could really hear it.
I just say that life can lose its vibrant aura and charm if we do not bend the energy of our minds toward positive engagement and appreciation here on Clubhouse.
I'd agree with you if you used the word quantum. You failed to do that, so I disagree.
Well, what do you think about this one? Love is always the final and most complete cure to our inner demons.
I would counter that and say, of course, love is a given, but humor. I don't know. I think humor has a way of cleansing the palate. Are you talking about serious demons? Or are you talking about like really bad ones?
He was trying. Alistair, I have a question.
Well, before we get there, I'd like to cleanse your crown chakra, which is...
Oh.
It's Uranus. It's not Uranus. So, just to be... Alistair, have you heard of what came first, the chicken or the egg?
No, I never heard that one. What does that mean?
I'm going to explain it to you. The core of that question, if you really read it down, what came first? Who came first, Adam or Eve?
Steve.
Right.
The trans. Adam was the first trans.
Not too far. You've gone too far.
And it wasn't until the feminine was generated out of his rib.
No more drinks for that guy.
I don't even have anything to go over here.
Thank God.
What's
right about love?
Represents pride.
What's your agenda here, Towers?
I'm trying your.
Oh, you're a fruitcake.
Like a carrot cake. Carrot's not a fruit, so like a vegetable cake.
Have you ever made carrot juice and then shat out carrot juice?
I don't make sure that well.
Sprays right out orange. It's so strange. Quartz. Say it. Jesus! My Kanye was a concert in person.
I can't say this since I have this. That's a joke.
Sounds like you took your sixth chakra, your brow, otherwise known as third eye.
What about my shot? I'm starting to get comfortable.
It's a lot of intrusiveness.
I have clairvoyance. I'm thinking of Jupiter. I'm breathing in pure air in my pineal. Into. I'm sitting here with ice and dark, and we smell like lava. Coming to your brow. Your brow is known as ajna.
Oh, the perfume. Who makes that?
Donna does, not the lies.
God, you were rubbing on me.
This is not good. I'm sorry.
This is the same thing that
Yeah, it's like when you get sick. Yeah, it's like you just say shit. It's fun and goofy.
Did you?
No. Bob.
I'm asking if he's
Oh. Are you sure I'll start?
I want to raise his hand and swear in a Bible. No. Of course, really? All right, work on it.
One day. In you. A room together. Everybody's gonna lose their mind because Charles agreed me.
Why is that a thing?
It's gonna be so much fun.
But what does it do? Always let Charles for that question.
I would down in the audience. Like, being scared somebody's gonna shut the room down and then blame me.
Oh, dude, you're like my twinsie. We're twinsies.
And then in the compliment.
I literally don't let people on it.
I won't. I don't think either are gonna close the room and then blame me for it. So it's good.
Dude, Callie, right now, close the room and blame him. Just do it. Come on. You know you want to.
Now, if there's anybody I trust, it's this girl. I mean, I trust several here. I do.
I only trust one person in here, and it's none of you.
That's a great attitude.
Honestly, my name is not actually Austin Bowers. Just don't tell anyone.
I want to quote Chief Dan George when he said, "Can we talk of integration until there is integration of hearts and minds? Unless you have only a physical presence, and the walls between us are as high as range."
So, Alistair, it's been a long time since I've had this sex, but I think you need this sex more than me.
You know what's interesting is every summer actual experiences.
I wasn't myself.
I have a magic book on love. It's called Love. People have really been enjoying this.
Have you tried Ashley Madison though?
Have you tried the hexagram offers the image of a free heart capable of perceiving the truth and of welcoming it inside itself. The oracle is an invitation to immerse in one's own present life and to live the real time dwells the present moment.
Come on, this is pretty one. That was funny. Somebody get that.
0.
Let's do a quick,
0%.
let's do a quick diagnostic here, Austin. 300 times 100.
I can't.
Okay, Callie, what's 300 times 100?
30,000?
No, it's true.
Wait, 3,000. I don't know.
Diagnosis. Why can't you could just the zeros, but that's fine. Times one. have dementia?
Yes.
Early onset, of course.
Get that checked.
That was the doses right there. It doesn't matter. It was so you didn't even have to do any math. You just move a bunch of zeros.
Right. That's good.
Why would you?
Did you say 300 times 100 or 1,000?
I would have gotten it wrong anyway. It doesn't matter.
No, I don't remember.
You know what Cook said? He said, "How smooth the language of lights. Right look wrong, and wrong look right."
So you're just like your AI for dumbest quote.
Knowledge was inherent in all things. The world was a library.
Man who drops from toilet every time.
There's a reason why you're separating and unorgasmically experiencing life. What's the greatest organ of your life, Austin Powers? Austin, orgasm. Be honest.
The one that I have.
Spoken like an oracle.
Would you ask?
Sounds like you two need girlfriends.
So, but I don't date. I could. Let's go with you.
I need to find someone for you, or one of you. What do you want?
Here's the problem. I really undateable. So I have my kids. I have limited time, and anyone who wants to date me is clearly just either they're really rare, not gonna happen, or they're dysfunctional and a problem in my life.
Right.
I can go out, whatever, but there's always noise, and as I get older, that noise less and less. There's more and more of an obstacle for that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I do. But you know what? One day you wake up and you won't feel this way. I just know it. You're gonna love someone.
Oh, 100%. A couple of times. And I look forward to the future. My priority right now, kids. So I'm like, anyone who wants to date me is probably not like a real human because of what I can offer them as a part. Because they're not in and being.
Right. I think you're thinking about the right way.
I mean, I did, well, whatever. I took a short to some for fashion week somewhere. Whatever.
Have you thought about going to Miami Swim Week?
Oh, wait. I mean, I'll share the story of fashion week.
It was more like I usually lost some shit like on the spur moment. I just kind of did whatever. The point is, I really have a desire to do kind of thing, but my priority are what they are. Even though, you know, the very fact is, the way to have as much. Well, we're a little older and a little more free.
You only come once, so you're
100%.
in the right place. And I know I'm happy you know that. A lot of people don't know that.
Yeah, you know, they're annoying and they want to be fed a lot, that kind of shit. But like, they're nice people. If they were really little shits, like fuck you guys, I'm out. I'm just kidding. They're my kids. I was thinking people wouldn't know.
Do you have a boy and a girl or
a complete set? I ordered a complete set. It came in China.
HVAC guy today was telling me his son, who's 4, something on the shack rug, like area rug, and the little boy had been using it as his toilet, like for number 1. And I was like, how would he think that? That's like something that would.
It's a youth transition, though.
Yeah, true.
My little one, my older one, at one, and you put him in a little like baby bath or whatever, he would always poop. I was like, how can I early potty train? Like, there's definitely a way
It's like a little potty, right?
Well, I think he was just relaxed. It just happened. But the joke was like, how could I transition this? And he wasn't really potty trained until he was like 2 and a half, like whatever. They both were actually pretty easy to potty train.
So how old are your kids? Are they far apart in age?
They are. So the younger one is like, that's just that. Alistair, are you? So the younger one is like between
Alistair, turn it off, please.
5 and 8, and the older one is like early teenage. The older one's the whole.
Are the girls? Okay, because my brother and I are 9 years apart. So.
Yeah, they're like not that much, but they're both like, Dad, have another one. We want a sibling. I'm like, yeah, no. Can I order it online?
That's enough.
And they're so good. They love hate each other. You know, they battle, but they protect each other.
Yeah, I do know. My brother and I are. I've always had like a sort of not maternal, not motherly, but I was just there in kind of more of a caretaking way for him growing up. So
I am going out of my way not to force that, but to encourage that with the older one, where it's like he will never have to babysit, but like he naturally, like he won't let her sit in a car even though she could while somebody runs into the 7-Eleven kind of thing. Those little things that you're just like, yeah, you got this. And it is. But I will never put the responsibility on him, although I do ask him to help. It's not his responsibility to be part of the family. Do you know what I mean?
yeah, I do.
So I don't want it to be like a parenting instinct. I want it to be like a sibling thing. And that is one of my biggest priorities, is that they are close forever. And even if one of them is a piece of shit, always take care of the other.
Alistair, are you unmuted because you're recording or because you have something riveting to say?
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you a mute up obsessive compulsive? Please hold.
No, I'm not. I just want to clear it up. I'm not obsessive about it at all. With myself, I am though, because sometimes I'll just.
Hold on and beat the Islanders on the back of Arvid Sargent's 44 saves.
You can keep it unmuted.
Hello, Stanley. I felt comfortable with it. I was aware.
Hawks lose 6-2 to the Penguins. Let's talk about it next. Shield Blackhawks.
Oh, I don't have any. Thank you for asking. That's just the way nature worked with me. So I have any. The girls are at that age where they've been at that age. One is 19, no, 21. They're in college right now. But the 15-year-old is in high school. So he just my dad.
Here's adult advice. Take this process wisely.
Yeah, I mean he's tall. Like my brother didn't end up that tall. He's not short. He's like 6 feet, and I was 5.
My older one, younger than him, is already taller than him.
That is just that. Well, I mean, there are genes involved, but my sister-in-law is not that tall. But Dad was 6'5". It's like, oh yay, we have a tall guy family. He's 4.
Don't repeat it.
Okay.
it's not 100%, so it's like whatever. It's just a funny joke, but
That's cool.
it's funny. Yeah, he was actually born there. Over 6.
Oh wow. Wow.
Yeah, he's I won't let him play football. He's like annoyed, but head injury. But his biggest thing is the head. It's your most valuable asset, right? So I'm like, nah, not worth it.
I'm sorry, Elsie. This is what happens when I'm tired. Alistair, do you want to have kids?
Well, I make 1,500 every second in my scrotum sack. I have over 1,500 miscarriages a second.
I'm sorry, those are not children. Those are future abortions.
Oh.
That was harsh. Is that like do you hope to one day find a woman who will, go to full term?
Well, I've tried to make children in the past with beautiful women, but for some reason, no children come out of them.
How about fat chicks?
Hogs and honeys? Ooh.
Problem is you can't even tell if they're pregnant.
Well, have you thought about getting married first and then having the baby?
What's the difference?
Oh, are you talking? Who said that?
What I'm saying is, have you seen Maury Povich when like an obese chick finds out she has a baby? Like she's on the toilet, she's like, "What was that?
Yeah, I've already.
Oh, was it still good?"
They'll be crying in the freaking food store and have the baby next to the dumpster. They're like, I thought I had to poop.
So I decided to come on Jerry Springer World.
We need to find you someone, Alistair.
I'm working on
I'm
it.
a really good matchmaker, by the way, even though I'm single. I have put together, well, until recently, I have put together 3 couples that are
What's your age range, Callie?
Oh, between 25 and 70.
All right. Yeah. So like, I feel like
25 and 70?
Yeah.
I think you might have daddy issues.
70 is a little high. A bit high.
The 70's the new 45.
My dad's a widower and he was hanging out with this chick he was telling me about. She's in her 70s. She's been engaged to some guy now, on and off for like 7 years. Now imagine this in your 70s. Like, is that insane? Like, what? I'm interested in like taking a woman's like childbearing years. I'm not sure because these are her last years.
Why don't they just get married?
So my dad's hanging out with her, right? And our kids won't talk to this guy. And she tells my dad about this guy or whatever, that relationship. And now she clearly told the guy about hanging out with my dad. And then he like flies up and like tries to lure her because of the competition. I'm like, it's like crazier than any point. He just keeps meeting just crazy chicks.
Oh, your dad is 70?
Dude, and he's got so much swerve.
Oh. So they're
But he's like,
for the later years of life.
well, they're not for you, but for me. Because like guys die younger, so you're gonna like competition gets years.
I'm in my prime. Really, I'm not worried about it.
So I'm like, like late 30s or 40s. And I tell you, like, I'll tell you this real quick. I hung out with this one chick who's a nurse, and we're hanging out the first time where whatever. She goes, "Fuck me like you hate me." I'm like, "Yeah, I will totally do that, but can it be on the second date?"
That's so slutty.
Well, she wasn't though. Like she was just out of her mind. Like she wasn't. she just was not. It was not healthy. It was uncomfortable. It was like, you clearly have an issue.
Yeah.
My neighbor's house is hanging out. She lived down the street. We're down there. I need to spread my legs. I mean, stretch. But like, I know she's not. She's not like. She's not very active. She's not going out a lot.
So, is she okay? Like, is she on drugs? Something?
She also she was like, you don't have to use a condom. I'm like, does that fucking do?
Oh my
I thought it was 3.
Hell no.
I gotta use a condom and then a flamethrower after.
So, whatever became of her? Did you have to see her again, or?
What became of her? Like, yeah, no, it was just like, all right, this is not. I mean, whatever. It was just a kind of a slap in the face to enter back into the dating pool, so to speak, or you know what I mean. And then I keep finding these things. There was another nurse who her kid is friends with my kid, my older one. The boys, they're friends. I'm like, all right, this is a little. She's like, I'm gonna fuck your brains out. Her kid and me are hanging out tonight. She's dating this other guy. Her kid refers to him as his stepdad, and I'm like, I can't go near this. Like, how could I? You know what I mean? Like. Reasonable job. You're a freaking nurse practitioner, and casually dating as a stepdad. I cannot be any friction or anything in there. I would never be able to live with myself.
I'm glad your brain is working well on the with this stuff, because a lot of men don't think like.
That's so honestly, that's my kid. Wasn't really about me being a good person. It was me loving my kids.
Right,
you know
that's what I got from it too.
Because there were definitely a time in my life where I'd be like, yeah, let's do this.
It's interesting that are they nurses in a hospital, or are they?
One was she was not in the hospital. The other was she was in the ER, but she had just transitioned to something else. But it's nurses are like, apparently this is a thing. Nurses and hairstylists, apparently it's a thing.
Oh, really?
Hairstylists told that it's similar. So I mean, something to do with on your feet all day.
So my stylist isn't being that way. She's been for like 30 years. But the nurse. They may have a pool. I don't know. She's in a neighboring town. Oh. I can see the stress reliever. Maybe. I don't know.
It's not only that they have like you go to 7 a.m. and if it's be a bunch of nurses and a bunch of cops getting off shift, and it's like 1 o'clock at night.
That's weird. Really messed with the whole system. I don't think they handle that.
I mean, the stepdad was just like first of all, this little person is friends with my kid, so I have some emotional I've allowed him in a bit, and if I fucking annoying, they need my orbit. And so, like, to do that to that little person would be horrible. And to imagine my kid find out I did that, I can't even live with that.
Oh, and the mother lets him murder his dad, and it's so trash.
Here's this is sort of universal. I'm guilty in a small way, but I'm very careful. Like, you won't hear me discuss with her mother, but I say things like that. I hear her parents, single parents. And honestly, the dad talk shit about your parent in such a way, and like maybe the kids are in the other room or they think they're asleep. That's not the way kids work. I always assume listening. And I say, I'm upset, but I'm very careful, even being, right? And it does take effort, but I'm very careful not to express that because they're important that. And one of the most important things matter about I feel about their mom is important.
Okay, we'll do that.
You know what else is important about kids? You know what else is important about kids?
The hand fingers and
No. How do they feel about themselves?
Alistair, have you had the sex?
Excuse me?
The sex that with the woman. Have you had the sex?
I think I have.
So I feel like you might not have because you should know.
It's confusing these days. Every time I swipe right, I'm matching with a beautiful trans.
Is that a problem or is that you have too many options?
The problem for me, as long as there's a hole accessible.
Oh!
Hey, if you can shock her, you're gonna shock her.
I try to cleanse
How do you
the.
know they're trans from the photo? Can you tell?
Sometimes they're polite enough to say, I'm trans, bitch, and if you like Trump, you can go die. We are not morally equivalent.
I've never heard a trans woman speak. That sounds like they might have had emphysema.
We are not morally equivalent.
I used to see these in Mexico, where a guy, like and you over to Trump, with his ass just hanging out, and the guys will be walking by staring, and then the guy will like pop his head out with a beard, and then like everybody that was staring will like cringe. It's hilarious.
There are a lot of trans these days.
What's hilarious is nobody can tell, right? And the guys, and like they're like, yeah, check that ass out, and then it comes out with a dude with a beard, like, oh my god, like the reactions.
Yeah, it's really interesting what's going on with the hormones in our food. I'm serious.
The thing that also hormones in what do you?
I don't know. We just put it out.
That's cool. Cassie, say that for Mark.
No, I think like there's some they're so great. They're into so many. Like my sister, my cousin, my niece, not my cousin. Lately, started. Just
had their own from your
yes, but
it's really
in our plate to have that growth spurt, and start rating at that age that they did, and the doctors realized that it was due to hormones in the food. So I think that's when I started not liking meat as much. I was like, well, there's all these hormones, and then I started going organic. So this is in the last 10, 15 years.
So Callie, if you actually look into it, it's legal. It's no. It is like it's like electric towers causing cancer. It's not a thing.
Really? But
yeah. Like there was a point where they try to use like antibiotics and hormones to do that, but everybody does it like it very common, whatever. Does it really?
Well, even
Yeah. Maybe I'm wrong, but that's.
You talking about chicken nuggets or the chicken thighs?
The funny part, I think it's actually access to such a variety of different foods that's very healthy. Actually, allows people. Right, but like the harmful thing is, my understanding is that it's very. They did try that, but it was very short. It was never like a widespread thing, and it's not. Like everybody thinks it was such a thing, still such a thing. It's so misunderstood. I really think it has to do with health.
that, because I feel like
I'm literally not 100% on this. This is my understanding.
No, but really, normally with this kind of thing, I would be self-educating. I totally believe that face value.
It's a challenge, right? You're like, yeah, like 12-year-old boobs. What happened?
It makes sense without the
They
training
have
protocol.
nutrition, a healthy body.
Yeah, it makes sense. Now I'm gonna go down a rabbit hole tomorrow about this because
Let me know what you find, because I'm fairly certain I haven't got too deep.
I know I'm not. I'm really glad I know now. Because
You know what I released this morning? It was 10 that on us yesterday. Our contract with every design will cut 10% from its budget. And at 4 o'clock
This beef or this chicken, that it's illegal to use those. So it's a marketing ploy now, and it's been that for decades.
I still haven't really wanted much meat. I have to have some occasionally because I get really low in my iron. But just stories I've heard about, like Tyson's chicken, for example. I just assumed they did all the bad things.
The way they raise chickens is so.
Yes. I'd love to find a place. I'm gonna put that on my list for the weekend, just to find a place for. For their succulence, right? Like for their taste. So you can find food that's like, why does this taste gamey? I don't mind gamey. Do you like gamey?
I do, but like I like gamey when I'm trying a pigeon or some sort of game bird.
Okay. So even the eggs are gamey?
I actually can't recall pigeon eggs. I did eat certain pigeon are delicious. Not New York pigeons, but others.
No, I thought you were talking about just general eggs.
Oh, no, I don't think. No, I literally have had one of the. I was in Quebec one time. One of the finest restaurants there. I had pigeon. It was outstanding. A little bit gamey, but outstanding. You wouldn't think a pigeon is a good, a bird.
I will say that the farm, whatever they do with the whole food eggs, you can eat those eggs, but I can eat the regular eggs that you buy, the white eggs at the grocery store that are like 9 cents apart or whatever. Those, I can't eat them or I get terrible heartburn, but the regular Whole Foods eggs I can eat. Like 3 or 4 would be fine.
So I'm like, I lived out of the country for a long time, and outside the U.S., eggs are often just not refrigerated. They're just left in the shelf, right?
Yeah.
Which is crazy here.
Yeah.
Or you would never think to do that. So there's places around here, like little farms or whatever, where you just buy eggs that they make like on this little farm that they're getting a tax break on, get fresh eggs. I'm like, I don't know. I feel like I'm going to get some sort of crazy disease that they're not testing for, trying to get fresh eggs.
You're on again. Yeah, I have a friend who did that. I think she had a problem with a rooster. I feel like it was from eating it. Something with the rooster.
Rooster sounds like a cock.
But no, the eggs, I don't know why the eggs from Whole Foods are fine. Because I love that they're
Jimmy brown or white?
Oh, hey, Hillary, come on up. If you want.
Brown or white eggs. This is not a racist thing, I swear.
They're brown.
Okay, I can't. I've never been able to discern a difference in taste that's consistent across the shade of the egg.
Well, the only thing I know is that they don't cause issues with the stomach. Like the ones that are just the regular ones in the store.
You're associating issues with the egg.
Yeah, I do mining, so I'll eat just eggs. Then
Find food?
Don't be crazy, Andrew. Food needs to be
this is an
separate.
like this is an old thing. It's the thing I do, and it really agrees with me because then I don't get sleepy. It's like if I have eggs, then I'll let that settle, then I'll have like an orange.
So I think you might be
I have done this for years, and
have you ever tried it with a white card or
no, I haven't tried it. I never have wanted to do that.
Just try it with that. So they use California eggs a lot of times. It'll like be slightly imperfect, but it's totally safe. But that will tell you.
Carton of egg whites, is that good for you at all?
It's just protein. It's so hard to F that up.
Austin, where
It comes in one of those old, like, you know the old cards we used to have when we were at school? In elementary school? It comes in those.
Yeah, so either they do it pint or half. Yeah, exactly.
Austin, where did you live overseas?
I lived in Utopia Planitia.
Uranus?
It was right next to
Timbuktu?
I can't think of the other creator. God damn it.
I haven't seen you in forever. How have you been?
Insane.
Kelly, thank you for getting that.
Same here. Right here.
Hello?
I mean, I think it's been months since I've seen you even on the app. I've been on it a lot because I've took some time off of work. I'm going back Wednesday. So I'm sort of enjoying my last. I don't know if I'm going to be back on Clubhouse, but I just won't be on as much.
What observations have you discovered about communication?
You're not good at it.
Is that a projection?
Who's not good at it? Everybody on the stage is good at it.
If you were good at it, you would know.
All communication is projection. Go look in the mirror, Austin.
That's not a projection, that's a reflection. Again, you need to work on your communication skills.
All communication is hypnosis.
Is that your prognosis?
It's my diagnosis.
I think you might be suffering from Alzheimer's.
Uh-oh, somebody's projecting early onset dementia. Alzheimer's disease.
You need to check your chakra.
Do you think cannabis can be used to treat Alzheimer's?
Only for you.
I wouldn't think so.
Oh, this
There's
conversation.
actually evidence that Viagra can be. It helps the plaque build up somehow. There's some sort of correlate that I read like years ago.
Correlation does not mean causation.
Every time I have methamphetamines can stop you from having a heart attack. I was like, wait, what? What?
It
Amphetamine.
can also stop you from having dental hygiene.
I was gonna say, I thought they would cause heart attacks, but yeah, apparently, not heart attack, congestive heart failure.
Austin, do you use it?
Also, it's easier on the heart. So there is weird, right? You would think another way. It has something to do with the way the circulatory system, what do you call it? It squeezes. It gets tighter.
That's what. Failure. What if your heart doesn't pump correctly? It can't pump hard enough. I guess the make it to where it does pump that hard. No.
Austin, do you use a timer?
Only before I go date with you.
Do you floss every night?
It pays me for the tongue scrape. I use it. It's sex work. It's uncomfortable.
Better than pictures.
don't think you need a tongue scraper if you use good electric.
Have you ever used a tongue scraper?
Yeah, I didn't get anything came off. I guess I'm clean.
Oh no, my love. When you use a
You gotta
tongue
get that in your
scraper,
car. You gotta let
oh
it
yeah.
like the gag reflex point.
There you
I'm
go.
maniacal about my teeth. I'm kind of like a maniac about my teeth.
Well, clearly you don't understand that when you use a tongue scraper, it's like scraping off a planet off of your tongue.
First of all, none of us are thinking it's like how much of what.
You got something living on your tongue right now.
When you share drinks with people, you actually will share bacteria and viruses that can cause cavities.
Why? It causes that.
But it's some sort of strep related. It's not just plaque. It's a virus too. But I had no idea that sharing drinks would. And now I really regret a lot of the women that I've kissed.
What about Val Ubele? Val, are you trans?
Did you know that the bacteria in your mouth, if it accumulates, it also goes up to your
Oh!
Yeah, you develop dementia.
Yeah.
Dementia!
You're misrepresenting that, though.
She's Muslim. She practices taqiyya.
Fucking Muslim, I'm fucking Italian. You fucking.
Hold on. You're being Italian
I love that.
No.
Roman Catholic Italian mob wife. Muslim, listen, I don't knock anybody's religion, but don't superimpose something that's not me.
If I say bada bing, what do you say?
Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, she's Italian.
Fuck it! Do whatever you want.
You know what? Forget about it.
Fuck it. Do whatever you want. Val,
You literally are gonna get shot at.
Val, I want to know when you use Hinge and Bumble, do you put on there that you're trans or do you just swipe right?
I actually do tap into in those type of contexts, but I don't use those apps. I'm not desperate.
You're not desperate.
That you want.
Oh, wait, I was saying, John, why do you use this app? Why are you on this?
Because I'm looking for love. I'm looking for Mrs. Kitover, Lady Luck.
I'm desperate. I'm desperate. I don't use that. So you're saying like.
Yeah. You should use Hinge for sure. You'd be amazed. Back page is gone. That's part of the mass action FBI settlement.
You trying to meet
Does mass
If you're right.
to know that.
Would you do your own shot or murder people?
Murder people. And when I orgasm, I generally take a 10-minute cat nap right afterwards.
It's
Yes. I say that the amount is 45 cents.
No, it's called this. Big spit.
Hydrated, and you want a glass of something.
Oh shit. You know, Austin's going through a divorce.
Agree with you.
Austin's going through a divorce. He can't achieve a Val, are you available this Saturday? I'm just saying I can help you.
I mean, for you were the one outlaw.
I waste my time with men that the only good thing that I buy is ejaculation. I'm good.
I'm surprised you say ejaculation.
Liquid from like a box of wine.
Why don't you
I don't
just...
even know lots of personified and also cut you and you would thank you. She's person on top of that, I would push it. She's awesome and
I never met you before. I'm not usually on late.
I don't check each day, I'm sorry.
You don't like...
I'm sorry.
You don't like gold? Do you understand spiritual wisdom?
30 times ago.
Have you ever fasted?
Was it though? I have.
So that was me before.
Do you believe in the goddess Shiva?
No.
Do you like journaling?
Here's a better question. When you go to an engagement party or like, you know, the dinner the night before the wedding, what color dress do you wear?
Ooh, good question.
Let's see how Italian she is.
Anything I want to wear. Oh. If I like the bitch, you're wearing white. The fuck?
Damn. Have you ever murdered anyone?
Not on a fucking line, right? Like,
Not recently.
Your knowledge, she's never committed a single crime. As a lawyer, I represent them, and questions that he does written down and emailed and triple. It's not what you know, it's what you could prove.
Crooked copies cause
And even more than it's not what you know, it's what you could prove. It's who you fucking know in between.
No, it's how many times you watch The Sopranos.
Fuck it. Whatever you want.
Yeah, I mean.
Alright, let me ask you this.
Family that, like, you know.
Waste management or construction? Waste management or construction?
Entertainment, darling. So you asking me the difference between nano Genovese or
Bonano. Bonano, bozo.
Okay.
Have you ever done a hit for the Bananos?
No, that wasn't the that team.
Oh, where are you from? What family?
I'm being fucking strange.
You're Genovese?
No.
She's Murphy. She married in.
No. I grew up on
Next to the Statue of Liberty?
Are these white?
The Statue of Liberty is next to Ellis Island.
It's on Liberty Island. Ellis Island is where they well now it's just
yeah.
Val, do you date women as well? Are you bisexual?
It was a bad
Are you
joke.
being on my girlfriend, bitch?
No, I was just wondering. Like, if I decide to become trans, I was wondering, like, is it socially acceptable for me to only date women as a trans man?
I mean, listen, at the end of the day, I would say that I love what you're saying, because you see, trying to pick on somebody who's socially on your wildest fucking dream, and streaming me on YouTube is an issue because the amount of executives that pay attention to me, and
Oh, shit.
so, we'll keep talking. A lot of my friends on the copyright claim all that bullshit. So, pick your fucking red ass, stick it up your ass, and while you're at it, wipe the fucking,
Thought we weren't doing.
I don't give a fuck. I'm still like hitting the face with a bat with no problem.
Jesus, Valerie. Valerie, those are.
This is premeditation.
Yeah, those are threats. That's abusive language.
Something else, a pipe.
Passion you really is if you want it the wrong way, you can. But I will still run a circle around you in an argument. So take it out. Or not, but so Don is a very good friend of Mal, and she's not trolling. Absolutely be very good friends in the position you're in right now, that you're doing career-wise. You 100% talk.
We should collaborate, Val.
Wait, I don't give a fuck if you're working with some that I face in for God.
Are you talking to me or because it could be both?
No, I don't talk. It could be my situation.
Fuck yeah. Do whatever you do.
I might be.
Ooh.
How come you don't think that
Ever said about you? Basically married.
Well, no, see, it would be guilt visitation for you guys, but the Cowboys might friend, and that'd be like also awesome violation,
I don't know how I got here.
Those who want respect, give respect.
It's like 1 o'clock in the morning on Clubhouse.
I'll do respect. No fucking idea what it's like to be number one.
It's funny hearing somebody say, "Oh, do respect," and doesn't start the conversation with respect, or even know what the term means.
Wait, how would you use respect and say all respect? Possible. And if you said heights.
Motherfucker, goddamn orange peel beef.
Okay, so maybe you take a strip medicine before the winter starts.
It's not a nursing home. How many times do I gotta say this? It's a retirement community.
Yeah, that's where you get the STDs.
Log off. That cookie shit makes me nervous.
Hillary, it's interesting how many people that have friends.
Well, you're married. You're standing first.
It's not we're douchebags.
100%.
German shirt shaved asshole took for. I'm like King Midas. Everything I touch.
I guarantee I play petty better though, so just have
I could
fun.
probably do a mental tic-tac there.
Oh, poor baby. What happened to Gary Cooper? The strong silent type.
Alright,
Now
I'll
you
go
can
see you
get
guys.
another in, thanks.
You should try tail sauce for your ass. The Italian version.
Fucking Tanya, you're torturing.
Yes, I found that's it.
I have to be sad clown. The inside.
Let me guess, you heard word from your mother?
You give birth to a child? I didn't want to spell your opinion. It's just one time. House and don't get over since a meeting with the Good one, Austin. This isn't enough time. Don't we'll get there. Buonasera. Buonasera. My French. Can't even remember the last time I had me over there. And I'm here. You want me to murder? That's not justice. And you're here with.
Wow, thank you so much, man. I said you hold 30 cents. You're a big guy.
Isn't it a petty coin? Like $1.5. You just said $15.
I have no idea what's that. Looking at her, this was money.
Val, if you cost you some gold coins, dance for us?
I will need more gold not to. Okay, so far actually $50 points. But how many is that? I have around 30,000. What? What job?
Right? What did you promise?
I made a few jokes with people from Kuwait and these places, and I just showered in points. No reason.
Wow.
You're the only person nice to me on here.
Oh no, it's Ethan.
It's you.
It's Ethan Klein! Influencer!
I can actually take this screen. Give me a second.
Ethan Klein recently filed a private complaint against YouTube. My YouTube is taken down.
Stop talking about me. My name is Ethan Klein. Stop talking about me. Leave my name out of your mouth.
You guys want to see my bank? I got $30.
Man.
Zero charge right now. I got $7. Who wants?
I got like 7 cash.
Ooh. Oh, Ethan, play it live, Ethan. You're such a great musician, Ethan. Ethan, is that you on your birthday trip? Oh, such a cute doggy. Great music, Ethan. Ethan, it's not loud enough. I turned the volume down so it can't create any copyright strikes. Ethan Klein. Ethan's like, you know my power as an influencer. I control who can and can't use Clubhouse. Ethan, play it louder. The world can't hear it. Play it louder, Ethan. Ethan, did you take that selfie on your birthright trip? Is that you at the Bedouin tent in Israel? Weird. Billy, are you a Rocky?
I'm Swedish.
You don't have the right to mention my name or record me. I'm reporting you. I'm reporting you. How dare you? I am a professional. I've got a professional influencer.
I'm just a jerk.
Perhaps you do Tourette's.
It's against the law.
Honestly, have fun.
Come back. I'm gonna ask you this.
Ethan, have you thought about transitioning like Val?
For place to eat steak.
Well, go ahead, Ethan. Take me to court in California.
Nah, Val, you were right. Just go. It's cool. I get it. I'm gonna go too.
You could write a letter to Gavin Newsom, Ethan, and be like, there's this guy on Clubhouse, and whenever I see him, I hate him, and I want to file a complaint.
Alistair, if you were my little brother, I would give you a wedgie.
You would?
I'm gonna record you and message Gavin Newsom.
I want to appreciate the fact that our life choices ended up with us having this conversation. Yes, sir.
Tragic. These supposed women can't even mod Val, a real woman. So disrespectful. So disrespectful.
I don't think that she would want it. Do you want to be a mod?
Give it to her.
Good, I don't give a shit. I mean, I appreciate you, but I'm okay.
She'll give a fuck. Fuck
I'm
it.
not stingy with the mod badge.
You don't have the right to record my voice. I'm reporting you to YouTube.
Honestly, they've had fun. Like,
Honestly. Whatever.
We'll get a discount. Today is Tuesday. Nice. You get a whole 40 cents of a discount.
Oh, wow. You get a euro.
Yay.
Yoo-hoo!
Hillary, do you still do your improv room?
Do I still do what?
Improv rooms.
Sometimes, not so much on here anymore. I was actually just about to tell a story to a friend of mine who, and I was somebody all at the same time. So yes.
I think it has to do with veracity, Jason.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
Tan, in your opinion, don't you think that the IRGC created the environment for the U.S.
Guys, the shameless liar. Why do you guys chill with the shameless liar? And he said he knows me as well. I don't know that guy's creators.
Yes, I knew you were.
You know me?
Yes.
So when you're talking about IRGC, I think
You know the Nigerian guy that calls you the Mexican guy that like to call you.
You guys, I'm happy to try to see what you're doing.
Anyway, the point is.
No, hey, who won the debate? Mira's or Ace? Oh, you definitely did.
I'm happy. You said you know me from where? Go ahead.
From here.
Yeah, you didn't even understand like you're arguing.
You said from what?
I know.
From where?
From here. We freak out.
Yo, Ace, my bad. I swear I'll talk to you. I told all the guys I'll talk to you one by one. You don't have to beg me my attention, but Alhafa, you said that you know me from where?
He's begging you to right now. He's a bit bored. He couldn't respond to it.
Where do you know me from? Like, again, bro. Like, even
From your opinion.
but I know him. But I did.
I know you from.
I saw him.
Hello?
I saw a Mizzle. I saw a Mizzle here the other day with these guys.
What the fuck is it? I don't know who that is. I don't care who that is.
Hello?
Can you be a
Yeah, I said from here. I said from here.
Hello?
From what?
From Top House.
Hello?
Top House.
Hello?
Man, is this guy healthy? If you don't know me, just say that kid. What the hell?
Hello?
Some guys are just gay, bro. They just want to be my friend.
Ooh, projection. He is gay, that's for sure. Frog that lives in his throat. Well, I've got a Q&A with regards to the debate because there were so many interesting topics that were discussed spiritually. But I've got a great Q&A that I'd like to ask because the debate was fascinating. Oh.
So you don't know how.
What's the way for you in order for you to get rid of this? Like we have seen that multiple times. Iranian
Saying if any Western puppet come to the power, they're just gonna give interest of people, or they're just gonna be interest corporation.
Did IRGC?
Do you think no? Do you really think the president of Syria will provide any services for Syria?
I don't.
John, I have to ask you, John, do you think that the current Prime Minister of Japan serves the interest of Japanese people by doing what America wants? What about the current leader of South Korea? What about the current leader of Germany? There is nothing wrong with bowing to the Americans and serving the American interest. That is how countries get integrated into the maritime Americans maintain and protect. That will make Iran a wealthy country. Will Iran be able to pursue? Well, all those countries are wealthy. South Korea is a wealthy country. Germany is a wealthy country. Japan is a wealthy country. Okay? They are wealthy countries today. South Korea is a country we completely dominate.
But Jason, I think his point is that the United States meddles in his country. They appoint the shell. You know, they
in power, and then they took him out of power. Then they put the RNC in power. Now they're taking the RGC out of power. Like, I kind of get what he's saying, you know?
IRC doesn't.
No. Let me answer you, Jason. Let me answer you. I think Obama, Saddam Hussein, Gaddafi, Raoul was implanted CIA, and to after, you're bombing those countries to bring it out. Wait a second. 20 years later, you're bombing those countries and bringing those terrorists.
Those people did not cooperate with America.
Yeah. Saddam switched over from the US dollar to the euro in 1992.
You guys are missing the point. No, you guys are missing the point. No.
We switched it back to Iraqi oil prices back to the US petro.
You cannot fail to cooperate with America. You cooperate with America, you're concerned like, oh, well, the government cooperate.
You're some Islamists
and serve U.S. interests.
Jason.
Then it will be bad.
Jason. Do you look for Don Corleone?
Stop being an animal, Shoe.
Wait, how is it being an animal saying
you're a dog?
You're quoting it like the United States is like
from the stage.
Ooh.
Shut the fuck up.
It's Jason's show, Shug.
Jason's room.
It's Jason's show. He does this every night. He goes on for hours.
He's super fucking autistic.
There is no country that has served the American interest, and it hasn't turned out well.
Always note that black and white photos always say something about the character of the person. A criminal? A criminal? I'm just here talking like you. Hello?
Wait, I'm muting you guys. Come on. Don't make me mute everyone.
Just go take a shower, Jason. It's been 3 days.
Look,
Yeah, why don't we let somebody other than Jason talk for 8 hours?
Okay.
I left like an hour ago and I come back, Jason.
Same thing, Shoe, but kick him. Okay? So look, Tim, serving the U.S. interest is good for your country, and you should expect your leaders to serve the U.S. interest.
Are you being serious about this?
I'm serious, yes.
Being
This
facetious.
is exactly what has happened for Japan.
So
you are
saying that every country that wants to stand on their own should
They
plan
must
for
find the
America.
US
Other than that, they're going to get invaded.
No, they made the jizya.
Shut up, Shoe.
They made the jizya or they died.
Shut up, Shoe. There is no standing on your own. This is a maritime system that we all from that is protected by.
A maritime system? You sound like a sovereign citizen now, Jason.
Allie, you need to kick
If you don't pay the jizya, we kill you.
Okay.
You're a goddamn sovereign citizen living with maritime law.
Do you think you can decide for us?
No nation is fine on their own. They are in the same.
We are fine. Why do you think we can decide us?
They are in a
No,
state.
I mean, if you don't realize Jason's trolling.
No, guys, Jason. Alan came on stage. I need Alan to get a little sense.
Oh God, the Jew hater has arrived. The Jew hater is finally here. Alan, the world's greatest Armenian Jew hater.
We are in international realist frame is one of international anarchy. Nations do not stand on their own.
I hate white guys that
They
can
get taken out. They get taken out on their own.
Jason, this is very
like white people that like
language.
join Hinduism and Buddhism are always worse people.
It's pretty rare, show.
Everyone mute. I have new voices on stage, so Alan's going to speak, and then you can speak after Alan.
I just
okay?
want to quote Alan.
If Alan gets interrupted, I'm going to move you.
I just want to quote Alan when he said, "This is why nobody likes the Jews."
So go ahead, Alan.
Yeah, thank you.
And at some point, we will talk about Swalwell, but now.
Yes. Yeah. Iran has done stuff to the U.S. U.S. has done stuff to Iran. We don't get along. But Iran is fucking with our economy and fucking with our neighbors in the Middle East that we do get along. To the previous speaker's plural voice. Yes, in the past, the United States has built up the countries that